mean that if I jump in the air, people can just like literally just push me out of the way. So I can't really dunk on anyone because if they jump up, I'm gonna go backwards because they're gonna push me back just by us.
Out, though.
Yeah, I know I can, but
especially if we're doing 360s.
Yeah, it just sucks.
All right.
Cool.
Perfect. Thanks, man. Cool.
Want me to hang out there better? What you need?
No, we'll be in here in a second. And if you want to hang out just in there for now.
All right, cool. That's kind of good. That's cool. I'll be in the control room.
All right.
I'll get to typing.
All right, Joe. And so let's know everything here is audio video recorded. Hopefully I don't have to take nearly as many notes. And does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And so my partner's going to show up here in a second. Rob, he was trying to get his own coffee, and then I think something spilled. Oh, I have my pen. It's been a long day. All right, I'm going to grab my pen. Disappear. All right. Now, they had your name, Julian.
Tuimaga?
Tuimaga.
Yeah.
Samoan?
Yes, sir.
Were you born there or here?
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh. All right. So let's see. Today's the 20th of January. And it was about 12:08. And Julian, is your middle initial P?
Yeah.
Right. And can you spell your last name?
T-U-I.
T-U-I.
M-A.
M-A.
U-G-A.
U-G-A. Your parents from the island, or were they born here too?
They were. My dad was born in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
And my stepmom was born here.
Okay. So you're at least third generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. All right, hold on here for a second. So you're 18 years old?
Yeah.
January 5th?
Mm-hmm.
2000?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're 18. So what this is, it's just a rights like you did before. I just have to do it again because we're being recorded.
Yeah.
And so this is my partner, Jones.
How you doing, Julie?
All right, so this says, I'm going to read this upside down to you. Any problems reading? Do you need reading glasses or anything?
No, sir.
You're good. Okay, so it's before questioning making any statement, I, Julian Tuimaga, have been invited by myself to testify any of the following rights. It says I have the right to remain silent. Number two, anything is said and used against me in court of law. Now, you're not under 18, so the second part of number two doesn't apply if you're under. Number three, I have the right this time to talk to a lawyer, have him, her present with me while I'm being questioned. If I cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent me for any question if I wish, and I can decide at any time to exercise these rights and to answer any questions or make any statements. Does this make sense to you, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. You can go ahead and just sign there. I know it's kind of weird. I'll give that to you. Just acknowledging. Kind of hold this again. Right. And you can just hold on. Just as I have read or have read to me the above explanation of my constitutional rights, and I understand them, I have decided not to exercise these rights at this time, which to make a statement now. The statement is made freely and voluntarily without threats or promise of any kind. If you understand and agree, there's a signature right there, please.
I'm going to shut this door just for privacy.
Oh. And you say you didn't want any coffee or water?
Yes, sir.
So,
Thank you.
here, so
Chips, anything like that? Nothing?
No, thank you.
You all right?
Yeah.
So, what's your address?
602 602
602.
47th Street, Southeast, Washington, 98092.
All right. What's a good phone number for you?
My phone number, 253
253
217
217.
0797.
All right. And you go to school, working, what are you doing?
I go to West Auburn, and then I work over at Tommy Hilfiger at Auburn Outlet Collection.
So you get good outfits at good prices.
Yeah.
Every now and then they have crazy, like 70% off deals on top of that.
So that's your cell phone number then? Is that your personal cell, the 217?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You guys have a house phone? The house and a landline?
No.
Oh, okay.
So who all lives there with you?
Dad, stepmom, and sister.
All right. And just so I know the name, what's Dad's name?
James.
James, and what's his last name?
Tuimanga.
Same as yours?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna misspell it. Can you spell it? T-U-I. See, T-U-I.
Mauga.
And stepmom?
Virginia.
Okay. Same last?
Yeah.
And how about sister?
Shie. S-H-I-E. Same last name.
Is she older or younger?
Older.
Yeah. How old is she?
20.
Okay. And how old is Ish, Dad?
35.
Okay. And stepmom is?
33.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, is your biological mom still in the picture?
She passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. And any other relatives around?
My grandma. She lives up the street behind Haggins.
Oh, okay. Further up on Lakeland?
Yeah.
All right. Do you see her much?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, obviously, we weren't there. We're trying to piece together what happened. And we're just going to go through kind of what led up to it. So, when we do this, it'll probably be easier. What time did you go to bed last night? Ish.
I was up playing games till 11:30, 11:45.
Where are you playing?
Fortnite.
Is that the one you dropped off?
Yeah.
And multiplayer?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
100 people.
How'd you do?
One.
Did you?
You won it? Out of 100 people?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so 11:30, 11:45-ish. What time did you get up?
I got woken up about 4:35-ish.
Oof. And what happened at 4:35?
I heard my sister's bed squeaking.
Okay, what is her like bedroom next to yours?
Above.
Oh, okay.
So just so I understand, your bedroom's downstairs, hers
Yeah.
upstairs?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and hers bedroom is directly above yours?
Yes, sir.
That's the way the house is laid out?
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
So Julian and then sister.
Mhm.
All right, so then what happened?
I
Did
hit
you
the
hear
wall.
anything else?
Yeah, it just kept going. I hit the wall. I said, screamed my sister's name. Said, what the F? Stopped immediately.
What were you thinking?
I was just mad. Like, this is how I get woken up 5 in the morning.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what was going on?
Yeah,
What did you think?
that they were having sex.
Okay. And so 4:35, woken up, sister by squeaking above, pinging on it. What the F? And then did it stop?
Yeah, it stopped, and then went back to sleep.
Okay.
Sat there on my phone, ended up went back to sleep. Woke up about 9-something-ish from the same thing.
Okay. And then what happened?
I went upstairs. I knocked on her door. She didn't answer me. No one answered. Kept knocking. Then I went back downstairs. Sat by the window because this isn't the first time this has happened. So I sat by the window.
Which window?
Downstairs.
Downstairs?
So there's the high windows, then the ones down there.
Is this a split level? Or is this a two-story?
2-story.
Okay. So when you walk in on the first floor, or do you...
So you walk in on like the medium floor, and then there's steps down and steps up.
Okay. So that's what I would refer to as a split.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
And that's fine. So you walk in, and you can either go down, and downstairs I assume is...
It's all mine.
It's all... No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. All right, so all downstairs is you.
Mm-hmm.
You walk upstairs, and to the left is the bedroom, and to the right are the living room, dining room type
So
thing?
you walk up the stairs, left, kitchen, dining room, all that, and then right is the hallway,
Okay.
bathroom, and all the rooms are down that hallway.
How many bedrooms are upstairs?
3.
Okay. So, I'm a visual person.
Yeah, same here. That'll help out.
Don't make fun of me. Okay. All right, so you walk up the stairs, and you got a kitchen, dining, and I'll just do this. And a marker. Oh, perfect. Just so I understand. So if you can just kind of draw out your mom and dad, or stepmom and dad's room, your sister's room. Like this is the front.
Walk up the stairs. The house, the rooms, and then sisters, dad's, guests, and then at the end of the hallway there's the what do you call it? Cabinet, and then the bathroom right there.
So does theirs is it bigger than that? Like, is it, you walk down the hallway and like all of this corner is your dad's?
Yeah. So
Okay.
like when you walk up, yeah.
And then like this corner is sister's?
Yeah, definitely. And then
So like, okay.
it'd definitely be that much bigger, yeah.
Okay. And then a kitchen, dining room. Bathroom is?
Next to the guest, so it goes sister, guest, bathroom.
Okay, sister, guest, bathroom. Don't make fun of my stuff. Okay. Sister, guest, bathroom, dad's.
Yeah.
Ish. And then is there anything else over here? Is it all?
There's nothing, and then there's another little cabinet right here.
Okay. All right. And this is the front door. So when you're downstairs, all of this is yours. So it's like a big open area, and then I assume is there a secondary room over here downstairs?
Yeah, so you go down, left is a big area, straight, and straight is the laundry room.
So if you're coming down the stairs to the lower half,
So
right?
this will be, so you're coming down the stairs all over here. Ish would be like a big living room,
Uh huh.
and then say going down the hallway, bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
my room,
Mm-hmm.
and then so right here would be the garage, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so you go straight, take a right, mine's all the way at the end, and then taking a right before my door would be garage, taking a left would be the bathroom.
Okay. So when you're looking out the window, is it over here? The window?
Yeah, it'd probably be right here.
Okay.
So from the left of the stairs, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I might have done it wrong. Is the stair? Does the house get split more in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh,
It'd
okay.
probably be more over here.
Okay, so that would make more sense. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll correct that. All right, and then here, if you just want to sign your name or something that way, I know that's yours. I didn't recreate. Although I'll admit some of that bad stuff is mine. So. Okay, so that makes sense. Today's the 20th, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so I'm sorry. So she's waking you up at
4:45.
yeah, and then again at 9 you wake up to the same type of thing.
Mhm.
But this time you go up the stairs, knock on it a couple of times. There's no
Yeah,
answer.
no.
Is your dad or stepmom up?
I heard the water running, but I don't know if because when all that went down, I came back in the house. My dad was in his towel, no clothes, so he was in the shower. My stepmom was probably asleep.
Is there like a master bathroom within their room?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're pounding on the door, when you're trying to get her attention,
Mhm.
what are you saying,
And
man?
I was just like, open the door, like I know someone's in there. Like, I'm right under you.
Okay.
Is there like a rule about her not having boyfriends there at night, or
Definitely, there's a rule of no guys for her.
no guys for her? Period, or no
Period.
guys? Oh,
Because this has happened 2 times before.
well, what happened? What do you mean this has happened?
Like I've been woken up by noises like that and just told my dad, like called my dad, someone's upstairs, and like I don't want to create a scene or anything. Like
So is that just dad's rule? If you're don't bring boyfriends home type of thing?
Yeah, and it's the same thing for me, but like it's a little bit different.
But with girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there talking to you. You're kind of soft-spoken, but very articulate. You seem like a smart kid. Okay, I say kid only because I'm an old dude. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But
You guys kind of old.
when you're pounding on the door, I mean, is this like a boom, boom, boom? I mean, you're really hammering on it.
Not really hammering, but pretty hard.
Okay. And your voice, how was it projecting? In here, just tell me how loud your voice was. You
But like shy, open the door, like knocking like that, because I knew she's not gonna open the door. This has happened before. I'm already knowing how it's gonna go down. Kind of just trying to get like my stepmoms and dads
attention as well?
But not kind of. I didn't want to like tell them, text them, or anything like. Me and my dad going.
If they just happen to wake up,
no regulation. Yeah.
All right. So that's about as loud as your voice was there, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't really yelling that
So
loud.
what's the punishment usually for? You said this happened 2 other times. What normally happens?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's a frustration there. So when's the last time it happened?
I can't even give you a date.
I mean, like a month ago, a year ago,
A few months ago, 2-3 months ago.
and what happened then?
Heard the same thing. Called my dad. Told him. My dad went upstairs, knocked. Kid ran out the slider door, ran.
And that was a year ago?
A few months ago.
Oh, a few months ago. Sorry. Okay. And what time in the morning was that?
That wasn't even in the morning. My whole family was here from Salt Lake City, and yeah, so it was probably during the day type thing.
Okay. Did you know that guy?
Yeah, that one was her boyfriend.
Her like current boyfriend at the time?
Yeah, my stepmom just told me a few days ago that her and her boyfriend were getting back together.
Okay.
What's his name?
I have no idea.
You don't remember what boyfriend's name was?
I never met him or none of that.
No nickname. She didn't use his name or anything like that.
All right. So is a white guy, Asian guy, black guy?
Black guy.
Her boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the same guy from today?
No.
Okay, totally different.
Yeah.
Okay, that was just a boyfriend, current, past boyfriend is a black guy, don't remember her name. His name. Okay, perfect. How old is he-ish? About the same age as her, or younger,
I
older?
have no idea who any of these guys are. I've never seen them, heard about them, or any of them.
All right. So this morning, you wake up. This is now the second time, so you're banging on. Wait, but third time with the guy, second time today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, that's okay. Thanks for correcting me. All right, so today, this is now 9 o'clock. You think you might hear some water in your dad's room. You're banging on doors, like you said, saying it, and no response. You go downstairs to look out, now that I understand, your window, which looks out, I'm assuming, to the street and the driveway,
Yeah.
given the way you said. And how long do you stay there?
5 minutes.
Okay.
And then I had went out because I saw the Uber sticker on the car that pulled up. And
Oh,
I asked him,
okay.
and I was like, did someone call Uber for this address? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, may I get the name? I live here. And he said, Shot. And that's my sister's name. So I was like, okay, I was just calling an Uber for the guy to leave before my dad wakes up. She hears the shower ringing and stuff. I went back in, and I had grabbed the bat to kind of like go stop by the gate, and then I had put the bat by the garbage can, and I like didn't open the thing, but there's a crack in between the wood fence, and I saw him walking down, and then I waited right there, and then he opened the thing, and I was like, what's good? Like, why are you at my house? Who are you and stuff? And he was like, watch out, little bro, don't get into this. And he was kind of approaching me, and we're still in the mud, and the garbage can was right to my left behind me. I started scooting back because I didn't know what he's gonna do. Bigger than me, I don't know. Scoot back by the garbage can, and I know the bat's right there, kind of sitting right there. He's still approaching me, but not like coming at me, but kind of just like to where our shoulders would bump if I were not to move. And as soon as like he got to like right there, I kind of sidestepped and grabbed the bat, and he turned. He was like, "You sure you want to do this, little bro?" And I hit him with the bat, and then as he fell, I didn't like, I'm a baseball player. I didn't full on whack him, but like I hit him, and he's fully like knocked out. And I would like, that's when I saw him falling. I knew that there was rocks right there. I tried to grab him, but at the same time with the other bat, I grabbed him by his sweater, full on weight down, tried to get him, and I sat there.
what to do. Like,
Where'd you hit him at?
probably like to the side, because like when I sidestepped him when he was about to shoulder check me, he turned and he was like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And then I whacked him like right here.
Okay.
So I was like, so the garbage can's right here. And I was like this. I had backed up because he was coming towards me. I kind of went to the side and like grabbed the bat, and then he turned because he saw me before. He saw me before in the house with the bat. He walked, because when I first went upstairs at 5, he was walking down to the bathroom. And that's when I knew that like I wasn't gonna be able to help myself to like not do anything. This happens, this occurs. My dad has no regulation over anything.
Okay. And that was at 5 when you saw him walk into the
Yeah.
bathroom? So, I haven't seen the guy, nor do I know anything about him. How tall are you?
5'7",
5'7"?
5'7", 8".
How old is he, or how tall is he? Is he taller than you or shorter than you?
He's taller than me,
Like by a couple inches?
probably by a couple inches. Yeah, it
Okay.
kind of looked like a lot to me.
Okay. And how much do you weigh?
Probably 160s, 170s.
All right. And him, do you think? Is he slim, fat, muscular, medium, just
Kind
kind
of.
of average?
Like not slim, but like a little bit chunkier than that.
Right. Okay. And I may have misunderstood. So at 4:35, you're banging on the wall. Besides banging on the wall, you actually went upstairs.
Yeah, because I forgot to put that part in. I went upstairs to get a drink, kind of see if like he was trying to leave or do any of that.
Right. And did you have the bat then?
No.
Okay. And he's like me, but
Or wait, the first time when I went up at 5, I did.
Okay.
Because I didn't know who was there or
Sure.
anything.
okay. Trying to do it slow. All right. Just so I understand I don't know your driveway. So this is the front of your house, the front door. And which side is your driveway at? This side?
Yeah.
So the garage is like this,
Yeah.
and it comes straight out.
Mhm.
Is this the street then?
Yeah.
Okay. And is there like stairs going down?
Yeah. From the door.
Yeah, you got like stairs going down. And you were talking about a fence. Do you have a fence over here?
Yeah. And a fence over here.
Okay. Is there a gate over here?
Yeah.
Or is it- So
it's all the way back.
okay. And where's the little? Is there? I'm sorry. Is there a door to the fence? Or is
Yeah.
it
On both sides.
like this?
Mhm.
Okay. And so it's a little. And same type of thing over here.
Same thing.
Okay. That's just me. Is there a way to get out to this side?
No, sir.
So.
That's the only exit and entrance.
So just an entrance here and here. So where did you go? Did you go into the garage to get the bat? You already had the bat.
Yeah.
So how did you go outside? Because I was trying to figure out how you got outside, but you're talking about the
I had opened the garage when I came back down.
Okay, so you talked to the Uber guy,
Mm-hmm.
but when you went outside, did you go through the garage?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're downstairs. You open up the garage door.
When I see the Uber. go
Uber,
up to
where's
the
he
Uber.
at?
The Uber's in the driveway. He had
Really?
reversed into the driveway.
Reverse in the driveway?
Yeah.
All right.
So not to, and just you can keep going, but
So on
So-
the car.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure this out.
so some people have like man doors
Uh-huh.
near their garage. Did you actually open up the garage door itself, the big
Yeah,
door?
the big door.
Okay.
Like press the button.
All right, gotcha.
That works.
That works, man.
Okay, so you walk out. You're talking to him on the driver's
Talking to
side,
him on the driver's side.
All
He
right.
goes down the window.
and he's like, "Yeah, I'm here for."
No, I said, did someone
Oh, that's
call Uber? And he said, yeah, Uber/Lyft. I said, okay, can I have the name, please? And he said, Shy. And then I had to head it back in,
Uh huh.
put the bat down because I still had the bat because I didn't know if he was going to come out
Okay.
or what.
So where'd you put the bat?
So
You're
I
talking
came-
about garbage or something.
Yeah, so I came at garbage right here.
Oh, okay. Little circles of garbage.
Yeah.
All right.
Or yeah, and then
Garbage
there's-
cans.
Yeah, and then there's the big bushes. They're kind of bigger.
Okay.
So they're kind of blocking that a little bit more.
Uh huh.
And then here's by all the rocks.
Oh, okay. So you put the bat over here.
Yeah, so I talked to him with the bat, came back, put the bat right here.
I'll let you use that. So.
And then I had heard him coming down.
How's he coming down?
So there's a slider door to my sister's room.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she just doesn't have a window in her room. There's actually
A full slider door.
Does that go into a deck then in the back, or is that on the
Kind of
ground
just like a
level?
little stairs, ground level. So there's like 3 stairs and then it's just the ground.
Okay.
Okay, so where does that come out? This side or this
Yeah,
side?
this side. So the room's right here. This is Shai's room.
Okay.
He had came down, walked.
Can you kind of pick where the
Yeah, let's use that so we don't have so much.
Can you show me where the slider's at?
Yeah, and then the slider. Oh, I'll get confused.
Out of the room.
Uh-huh.
The slider's like right there.
Oh, okay.
And there's steps. How'd you do the steps?
See, it's not as easy, is it?
Yeah.
All right, so he comes down. He hears someone.
Yeah,
And
over
you're-
because I'm like right here and he's right here. So as soon as I was walking back from the Uber, he was coming right here.
Oh,
And then so right when I had heard the thing get flipped up, I put the
The
bat
gate?
down. Yeah.
Okay.
I put the bat down because my intentions weren't to do that to him. I was kind of just trying to scare him, like I did the other two, like don't come back type
Right.
thing. So put the bat down, came right here,
okay.
and then he came out and he kind of looked at me and I was like, "What's good? What are you doing?" And then he didn't go to walk in the grass. He came right to the Uber, so he was probably like right here, and I was right here.
Do you want to just put a stick man for you and a stick man for him? All right.
So he approaches.
Okay.
I kind of scoot back more
Okay.
because I don't know what he's gonna do.
Sure.
Keeps approaching,
Okay.
and then as soon as he gets probably like about right here to the driveway off where it's all muddy and stuff, I kind of just like sidestepped right here. It's closer than this little gap, of course, and then
Sure.
I grabbed the bat. And I didn't know if he had seen me have the bat or not, but as soon as he said like, "Are you sure you want to get into this?" I had just swung with one hand, like, so I had right here, and I was just looking at him, swung around like that, and hit him with it.
So you're swinging from left
Yeah, with
to
one
right.
hand.
Okay, with one hand. Left,
Mhm.
right. What kind of bat is it?
Marini something?
Wood? Or is that a composite?
Composite.
Composite?
Yeah.
All right.
So let me ask you this too. So you said with one hand. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Left.
Okay.
Or no, right, but I hit him with my left.
You hit him with your left. So you had you had the bat in your left hand when you came through. You didn't do like a
No.
golf swing coming through.
No, one hand. So my shoulder, this arm was right here, looking at him, had it kind of under here. As soon as he said that, one hand, like that, like full round,
From your hip, or did you bring the bat up?
like, so I had it like that, bring it up. But it's not that heavy, that was from my freshman year,
Oh, okay.
31.
All right. So that's, you kind of backed up, you grabbed the bat, and then when he said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" You said something else.
Little bro.
Little bro.
And
That's when you just brought it up and you went to the left to right, and you said about right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so like right behind his right ear type
Yeah.
of thing? Okay. And then you said he fell, is these the rocks you're talking about?
yeah, so
How
after
big are those rocks?
medium size.
We're talking about like,
Yeah, so they're probably like that and then stacked along the driveway.
Are they like?
are they the
round?
blocks?
They're not
Are they
blocks, but
round
they're
or they
yeah, they're kind of
jagged?
roundish. They're more jagged, but
Oh.
like, the bottom's flat and they're kind of round, jaggedy.
I think the ones that kind of like this, and they have little, and then you just kind of block them.
Yeah,
Okay. Decorative.
Yeah, I'd have to look at them.
Yeah.
Is that what you're describing, or is it?
I'm looking
are they
down.
rocks.
I'm looking
yeah,
down.
They're more so like the bottom's flat so that
Right.
they could sit, but it's like they're more of like just they're round rocks and they're medium sized, but they're jagged. They're definitely jagged.
Okay. All right.
We'll take a look at those.
All right. So he does that, and then what happens?
And then he fought like he didn't immediately fall. He was kind of like up, but I could tell like he's knocked out.
Okay.
He was about to stumble over, and then I tried to grab him, but he was just falling. There was no way I was about to grab him.
Okay. And he falls over into the rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happens?
Then I went inside, and as soon as I went inside, I heard my dad went up the stairs, went right, and I knocked on my dad's door, and I was knocking on my sister's door, and then we just got into it. I was like, "Look what you made me do," type stuff. Like, and then I didn't even care. After my dad came out, I kind of just went over to him. Like, it's not the first time this happened. There's no regulation with this. Every time I wake up, there's something new.
And what he said?
trying to just get my sister to calm down because she was trying to yell at me saying that I was lying. She started freaking out, and then he just said go in the living room, sat on the couch, and my sister kept trying to come out. He was trying to get her to stay in the room so we could just talk. And then me and him just talk, tell me what happened and stuff like that.
Okay.
What was she saying you were lying about?
She's saying that it was her friend's boyfriend and her friend had spent the night last night, saying that it was her co-worker's boyfriend and all this stuff, which makes zero sense because her co-worker, I don't know if that's her co-worker's car that was parked there last night, but that was gone. Like after, probably in the morning, maybe after the morning, and that wouldn't make any sense why she was there, but she left, but her boyfriend stayed there and spent the night. And the noises,
Okay.
Because you said that woke you up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then again at 9 o'clock. Okay, and it was at 4:30 he had gone, saw him already once, going to the bathroom. Did he see you?
He had to have seen me.
Okay.
I didn't know if he did. I didn't want to stop him.
You guys didn't say anything?
No.
How close were you when you guys saw each
He was
other?
probably like just right about to come out of the room.
And then, but how close were you?
That was all the way like at the top of the stairs.
Okay,
Just
so
about to get to the...
10 feet or less,
Yeah.
like from that wall to that wall type of thing?
Yeah.
Like you guys
A
can
little
notice
bit
each
further.
other? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit further.
Any lights on or anything like that?
The last hall light was on, so there's like a few of them, and you can switch which ones you want on. So the last one was on. That's usually the one that's on.
At that time, that light was on?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are looking right at each other. It's not like he could just miss you and you could miss him. It's clearly. Did you guys make eye contact? Like,
Well,
did you nod?
he didn't. He didn't look at me. Like we didn't make eye contact. But I seen him. Like as soon as I seen him, so I was walking up. I heard her door open, and I heard the noises. So I kind of just like stayed on the step, looking down, and I saw that it was. And he kind of popped out a little bit, but he had stopped. And as soon as he stopped, I kind of just kept walking because I don't know if he was stopping because he saw me or like if my sister was like get back in or whatever.
Was he dressed?
No, he was in his boxers.
In boxers. Okay.
Where did you have that bat at that time? At 5 o'clock in the morning? Did you put it down to the side? Was it still in your hand?
No, it was in my hand. Like I was just holding it like that.
With your right hand?
Yeah.
Okay. At 5 o'clock in the morning when you went up,
Yeah.
see what's going on. Okay.
And then at 9 o'clock, that's when you see it again. You're banging on the door. Did you have the bat when you went up there the second time?
No.
Okay. And so when you came out here, you had the bat when you went to check on the Uber, and you put the bat
At the garbage can.
at the garbage after you talked to Uber or
Yeah.
before?
Before, because I didn't want to walk up on him with the bat.
Well, that would kind of freak him out, wouldn't it? So where'd you put the bat? Is that
Just
right?
leaning up against the garbage can. Right
Okay,
there.
right there. And then, so he's dazed after you hit him just behind the ear. He stumbles. He falls into the rocks. Does he say anything more?
No, because he was out. Like, so he's kinda
Anything in his
dazed,
hands?
And I was, no, nothing in his
okay.
hands. He had his hands in his pocket.
Okay. The whole time type of thing? Like, they never came back out. There's like...
They were out when he was walking down, unclipped the thing, and then we made contact, and he put the other one back in. But like when he was walking, he kind of took him out. That's why I froze up. That's why I was backing up.
Well, how does his hands get in his pockets after the hit? Because I'm assuming after the hit, his legs...
Oh no! After the hit, they were out. Like he had him. Me and him were fully next to each other, hands down. I had my right hand kind of be like, it was kind of like I was leaning on the garbage can because he was walking towards me. We were like this, right here. The garbage can is right here. You're him walking here, and then I kind of like, so I'm on the cement and there's all of the wood, and he walks up to get to the Uber because he can't go straight.
Right.
Walks up. We're kind of shoulder width. He gets probably not even right here, and then
Like distance like this?
And then I sidestep, not even a shuffle, sidestep, like hold on to the bat, and then I was just saying stuff like, "Why the fuck are you here? My dad's here and shit." Like, you have no idea if it was my dad instead of me. Da da da. And then he just, instead of kept walking, he stopped and he turned. He's like, "You sure you want to do that?" Not even really turned. He was facing this way, and then to walk onto the cement, he would have to be turned like towards me, because if he were to be towards the other way, that's more mud.
All right. So it sounds like, in essence, this is the path to go there.
Yeah.
It's like he couldn't keep walking that way. He had to go that way. Okay. And so after he fell onto the rocks, he's not saying anything. He says you think his hands might be in his pockets. What's the Uber guy doing?
He drove off.
Oh, okay. And then right after that, did you stay much longer there, or is that when you immediately came in, or did you immediately come in?
No, so when he dropped, I kind of like grabbed him by the back, and with the bat, I had to. So I grabbed him with my right, and I kind of like tried to wrap around to hold him so he didn't fall on rocks. Because if I knew it fell and hit his head on the rocks, it's over. But he kind of fell, and like I kind of fell with him, and I pulled out my phone, dropped the bat, pulled out my phone, I held it, and I was trying to click SOS and stuff, but I just started freaking out, ran inside and stuff.
What's SOS?
It's like an emergency right away thing.
Oh, I don't know. But that would have been after he's already fallen. Like you're not.
So I hit him. He's dazed. So I hit him and like he full dazed, hands down, full dazed like this. I can just tell like he was about to fall. So I grabbed him with my right hand, had the bat in the left. So I grabbed him, kind of like tried to like this, and I dropped the bat and I fell with him. Like he was full going down already, and he had hit everything, hit his face and everything on the rocks. He was laying on the rocks.
And so your right hand had the bat?
No, my left hand had the bat.
Oh, sorry. I
had his coat.
Okay.
Fell on him.
And
I dropped the bat when I was trying to get him, and then like so he fell stomach flat, and I'm kind of like on the back of him.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as he did that, I kind of jumped back, and I was like, just looked at him. There's blood dripping. Pulled out my phone, held it. I just couldn't do it. Started feeling sick to my stomach, ran inside.
Okay. Did the Uber guy say anything, or did he just take off?
I have no idea even how long he was there. I just know that he took off.
Okay, and then you ran inside.
Through the garage.
Through the garage, okay. So you went through the garage, up the stairs and the inside stairs, went over and started talking to your dad and your sister?
Yeah.
So then you're up here.
Up here.
And then that's when you're telling them what happened? And you said you're upset with your dad?
Mm-hmm. So I came up, knocked on my sister's door, knocked on my dad's. Dad came out first, then my sister opens her door. I walk in, I was like, what are you doing? How many times is this? And my dad's come in, kind of grabs me by the shoulder, and then I just walk out. And she doesn't really come out, but she's saying stuff, and I'm just kind of like, not yelling at my dad, but like, Dad, come on, like frustrated. I was crying, like just, again, like, you're right next to her, you can't.
Matt here, and you're upset with what she's getting away with, so to speak. And she...
It's not even really that she's getting away with it, it's just that she knows that I'm right under her.
Right.
She's has no respect to do that.
Right. And she's coming up with her explanation, which you don't find plausible. The boyfriend and the friend.
That's not possible, because I got woken up again.
Right. So who called 911?
I have no idea.
Okay. And then at what point does he get up, or does he ever?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
So my dad was just like, stay here. I'm going to go talk to them. They're probably going to have you come out and talk to them or whatever.
Who's them?
The police.
Okay, so you guys everyone stayed inside the entire time.
No, my sister went outside, and I don't know if she was calling the cops or something, but she was helping him. A cop had pulled up, and cops were just pulling up. I was talking to my dad, but I could hear them pulling up. And then my dad went out there, and I was sitting there with my stepmom.
Okay. And what you said whoever he is, the guy, he just looked like when you hit him, you said he kind of had the way you were explaining and looking at like that dazed look, like it wasn't there.
He wasn't.
Lights are out, hands are completely down, and he's starting to stumble. So he's not saying anything.
No.
You're not saying anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Working through though.
Yeah, no, that's good. These are questions I ask you just because I don't know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when we're talking to people, things make sense, and some things
Of course.
don't make sense.
Yeah, that's a sign right here, so I don't forget.
Yeah. You said when you went up the second time, that's like 9 o'clock-ish, somewhere around there, that you didn't take the bat with you that time?
Mm-mm.
This is why it doesn't make sense, is because this time you're not, at 5 o'clock in the morning, you weren't pounding on the door or wondering what the hell's going on with her, okay? You took the bat up there and you're kind of peeking around trying to figure out what's up. The second time that you go up, you are pounding on the door, and that might cause a confrontation between you and whoever's in that room, right?
Yeah, but not that me thinking me knocking on the door, he's gonna run out as fast as he can.
So that was my question. Mm-hmm. You're sure you didn't take the bat with you the second time?
Yeah.
And okay, because you thought the dude would just run out the back door.
Yeah, because it's the second time I'm over here banging on the walls.
The other thing is this SOS. Were you talking about trying to call 911, or are you talking about sending out to your buddies SOS? I need help.
So when you call, when it says emergency, also SOS for him. He's leaking blood. I knew he had just fell on the rocks and everything.
Okay. All right.
But you weren't able to. You said you weren't able to do it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Why do you think you weren't able to do it?
As soon as I was holding it, waiting for it, looked up at him, moved the hood, trying to saw all the blood. And after I saw the blood, I couldn't do it.
Okay.
And then what about so when he goes down? Obviously, you said you still have the one hand on the left hand still has the bat. Mm-hmm. You go to grab him, bat falls down to the ground, right? What happened to the bat? Did you pick up the bat when you went back inside, or did you just leave it where it was at?
No, I picked it up.
Okay. Where did you put it at?
In my room.
Okay.
What color is it?
Gray.
It's a gray. And what's the name?
The Marini.
Did you say it's a 31 inch?
31 or 32.
31 or 32. And what year were you using that again?
That bat was given to me, so I think it might have been freshman or sophomore year.
Okay. Because junior and senior, what size bat are you using junior and senior year?
33.
34. Yeah, I can't remember. All right. So you put it in your room. Did you, I'll be honest with me, did you try to hide it? Did you store it in your room? What'd you do?
No, because I already knew, like, he's leaking, not moving. I didn't know if he was breathing. All I know, I could have broke his neck, or he could have hit his head harder than I thought, any of that.
Okay. And then when you were sitting there by the garbage can, and he's kind of coming over and he says something about little homie, you should want to do this type of thing. Okay. Do you think he saw that bat? I mean, just in your heart, do you think he saw the bat?
Probably not. That's why he approached me.
And the reason I ask you that is because even in here, you're kind of showing your body language on what's going on. It's almost like you're trying to hide the bat. Like maybe you don't want him to see it.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
No, my shoulder's kind of hurt from being arrested.
Okay. But your hands are in front of you right now. Hopefully your shoulder's okay now.
No, they're still hurting.
Okay. But were you trying to hide the bat on your left-hand side so he didn't see it?
No.
Okay. It was just there.
There was enough room for him to see it. He was shoulder right here. He could, if I weren't to sidestep, he's shoulder checking.
Okay. All right. And then do you
full-on approach? I wouldn't even. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you seem like a pretty athletic kid.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You play baseball. What else?
Football.
Football. Anything else? You wrestle?
No.
Okay. I'm imagining. How'd you do in baseball?
What do you mean?
How did you do?
When? Like just any of my years?
Yeah, your years.
All right, not too good. I went through a lot of stuff during those seasons.
Okay. But play baseball the majority of your life?
Yeah.
Okay. When you swung that bat at that guy, do you think he knew it was coming? The reason I ask you that is because it was pretty quick.
Yeah, because it was one hand. He knew it was. He was looking at me. You sure you want to do that, little bro? You sure you want to do this, little bro?
Do this or do that? You said this before.
Yeah, I
do this. Like fight.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know what he's contending to, but that's why I had swung the bat. I don't know what his next move was going to be after he approached me.
Okay.
And he's seen it.
When did you grab the bat? After he fell, when did you grab the bat?
He fell, got him on the ground.
Because the bat already fell.
Yeah. So when I was going inside, it was in front of him on the left side. So like in the grass, because I had it with my left hand, grabbed him on the right, and I was trying to grab him with my left, which was the bat hand, and it went into the mud and stuff.
But if I'm hearing you correctly, you said he made a comment, you want to do this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, you're in the path, the only path that he needs to use in order to get to the car. The more natural, the way he would have to go.
He could have gone, so let me see.
Sure.
Right here. So the drawing's bad, but I was probably like right here by the garbage can, and those are kind of bigger than the garbage can.
Right.
So he couldn't really see me until he had probably got like maybe right here. But if he's smart, knowing he's coming outside of the girl's house, he probably see me. I was right here, so all he had to do, bang that. He could have walked closest to that and still not have been in touch with me.
But he's already right here by the time you're kind of confronting him.
Yeah.
He's only a few feet from...
By the time I hear that, I'm yelling. I'm yelling as loud as I can. What do you do? Who the fuck are you? You're in my house.
But he's still trying to figure out where you are, because these are kind of big, hiding you.
Nah, he's walking, looking at me. I'm looking through, right?
So you're looking through here. He's walking over. He sees the car, the Uber. I'm assuming he would be able to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's thinking, but I'm looking at this. He would be more likely than not, it's reasonable, he could see the Uber waiting for him. So he's taking the most direct path to the Uber.
Sure.
Right? Because you said it wouldn't be logical for him to go over here with a lot of mud and other things over here. So he's taking the path to go to the Uber, and you're yelling at him. As he's even walking out, you're yelling at him.
Mm-hmm. Why are you in my sister's room? Why are you at my house? Who are you?
Okay. And what is he saying to you at that point?
He's just like, don't worry about who I am. Just like mumbling under his voice.
All right. Is he yelling or are you mumbling?
He's mumbling. Kind of just looking at me like, whatever, the lost kid type shit.
Okay. Is he a lost kid? So he's walking over here, and you said you started backing up.
Mm-hmm. Because he, instead of taking the full, straight, direct path to the Uber, he started going more to the right. Like, so
Okay.
there's the bushes, and all he has to do is go straight. And he started coming more by the bushes, and then he had stopped right where I was. All he had to do was walk straight, and I'm watching him walk in front of me go to the Uber, and it said he stops.
But you're still chipping at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about why are you here? All that
Right.
extra shit.
And that's when does he actually turn towards you? So if
He's like this.
Here, I'll stand up.
like a rock.
Yeah, it's probably easier.
So he is. Well, here you'll just be you. It'll be easier. And you're there, bush. I'm the dude,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm walking like this.
Uh-huh.
And you're saying whatever it is you're
Yeah,
saying.
looking right at him.
Okay. And then does he fully turn, or is he still kind of doing this time?
So he's like that, but kind of looking at me.
Right.
And then when I was like, oh, yeah, I can't remember what he said. Something, little bro. And then he said,
Sure, you want to do this, little bro?
yeah. And then he said something. I don't know what these kids claiming, all their false claimants. He's claimed something, and then he stopped, and then that's when I'm kind of sidestepping after he claimed where he was from. I don't gangbang or any of that. That's not my path.
I totally missed that because you didn't say anything before about.
Yeah, because I don't know what he
claiming.
said. He said, "What, sure you want to get into this, little bro?" And then there's a little word after that that's like representing where he's from or who
Like
he
what?
is. I have no idea.
So
I don't know. He said, "Sure you want to do this, little bro?"
it's not even registering to you what he's saying. He could have said something completely.
It was either I heard D up, like D
is
up.
that? What does that mean?
I don't know what it means.
So it could mean anything. Okay,
Yeah.
so he says something, and he's like this. You're right there. You step back, and then that's
So
when
I step back, and my hand's already kind of right there. Not a step
Okay.
back, kind of like a step.
car's over there. He's here. He looks at you and stops for a moment.
Yeah, sure you want to do this, bro? D
Okay.
up,
Whatever.
and then I grabbed the bat, and he didn't look. He was
Sure.
just looking at me. I didn't know his next. I just want to make the quickest move before.
And then
he
what
made the
happened?
move. And then I just like that hit him
Okay.
right there.
Well, he must have turned a little bit because it sounds like it hit him here.
Yeah, so he,
Right.
and then
Okay.
he kind
And
of
then that's when he's
kind
just
of
kind of-
turns that way. So he's right
Okay.
here.
Uh-huh.
I hit him. He kind of dazes me and like
Okay.
goes that way, and he's just going like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's when I tried to grab him, and then I went like this, and then I dropped the bat, and then he just stumbled.
Oh, yeah.
Legs crumpled.
So,
like that on top of him.
so in reference to your height right now, is he the size? Is he about
Yeah,
as tall as?
probably that right there.
Okay.
That's exactly what he was actually.
You still need any water or coffee?
Water, please.
Water? Alright, because I need water.
Yeah.
Give him a break. I can talk to Matt. Let me grab the belly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I think I'm kind of putting everything together. When he gets back in, we'll have maybe a couple more questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely when you went up the first time, like 5 o'clock in the morning, you did have the bat with you.
Mm-hmm.
You see him come out. Did he actually pop out of her bedroom? When you said he came out of the door, when you first saw him, the lights on in the back of the hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the way to your right.
Yeah,
obviously.
so the door, I could tell, not really popped out, but kind of like he was about to take a step, like his foot, like he took the step. Like my sister's not black, like I see a black leg. And then he stops, and as soon as I seen the leg and him stop and not make the next foot to walk out, I'm already kind of like rushed up, took my last step up the stairs to get to the refrigerator. Trying not to have him see me. You know?
Did he actually come out of the room?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm sitting there.
But did you
opening the
hear?
fridge.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. So you were at the fridge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then
Do you still have the bat in your hand when you're at the fridge?
grabbed a soda and walk back. But I don't even stop to look or anything. I'm walking back, take a glimpse, step over the dog thing. It's not there.
Okay.
Door wasn't open either.
When you were going back downstairs to go to your I guess, God, I can't believe you have that whole downstairs. That's pretty cool.
It's because so when my dad lived here, I moved here by myself, and then my sister came, and then my grandma came, my dad's mom. So we were kind of crammed in an apartment, moved there. So we were moving to a house where it was I'm the only boy kind of type thing, and I was the first one here. So my dad was like, those are his 2 reasons he gets downstairs, the girls get upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your dad do for a living?
It's not Boeing, but it's like I forgot what it's called. It's kind of like Boeing. It's like Proco or something like that.
Okay. What's he do?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I used to know what he does, but he leveled up pretty high now, so I don't know what he does.
Yeah.
For he just sits around now.
Okay. All right. And your stepmom, what's she do?
Same area of work.
Okay. Is that where they met or something?
No.
Okay. You mentioned your stepmom one time during as we were talking at the end. Was that when you guys were like out in the living room? I guess after he was already downstairs.
Yeah.
You guys were upstairs. Did she come out? And I mean, what was her involvement in all this? When do you first remember her being involved and saying anything? Or
No, all the way till the end when all that had happened, and me and my dad are downstairs, and he's asking me like what happened and stuff, and she came down. She was like, come up. She told me my dad come upstairs so we can talk. And I didn't even know she was home. Honestly, her car wasn't there.
Okay. All right. And then you had mentioned that the lie thing, okay, in reference to coworker,
Yeah.
coworker's boyfriend, maybe being over there or something like that. You had mentioned that there was another car there earlier.
Yeah. So like,
When did you first notice that car there?
when I got home around like 8, 9ish after the Auburn game.
Okay. So you went down to the football game?
Basketball game.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, wrong season.
Yeah.
Basketball game. Okay. So you get home by 8 o'clock?
Like 9ish. It was probably like around 8:20. So we didn't finish the last quarter.
Okay. Was it? Did you get water?
I was going through it, got confronted by our commander.
Oh, okay.
We got talked to for him not being in belly chains.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, dude, so what we're going to do is,
There. Let's do.
you're being cooperative and everything, that's all good, but Commander said, why do we have someone in here without belly chains? And I was like,
It's all good. Hey, we got to.
I said a lot of sorries and sirs.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn you around this way. We're just going to put this
I'm going to reach
your-
around you, put this on you. It's going to be the same comfort level, it's just going to be a change.
All right.
We've been slacking on this quite a bit lately, and I guess I just got caught. So, I don't do this often, so probably why I get in trouble a lot.
Yeah, slide around a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to switch these out.
This way?
It's still going to be in the front. And what we'll do is we'll just kind of move this through. And then you just want normal water, I assume.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Let's get this one on.
And how's, you said something was bothering you?
What is those things real quick? Which way?
Let's get there.
What's your wrist all?
What's bothering you? You said something was bothering you.
With
The shoulder or something? The cuffs?
Because I was sitting weird.
Oh, I got you. All right. So,
Put your hand just like that.
does that work for you?
Yeah.
All right, you come through.
All right.
Still got to lock those though.
Yeah. No, we don't. And then your cell phone, I'm just curious about that. That's what it's. Do you have it? Do they have it with you?
My pops has it.
Your pops?
Yeah.
Your dad?
Yeah.
And what kind of cell phone is it?
iPhone X.
iPhone X. Oh, the 10.
Oh, the 10.
Wow. When'd you get that?
Birthday.
All right.
Those are spendy, man.
So iPhone X, and the phone number is 253.
217.
Oh, I'm sorry, 217.
0797.
And your dad has it. What color is it?
White.
All right. Does it have a cover on it or anything?
No.
I'll grab what you want real quick. All right. I think I have some in my office.
You got some? Okay.
Yeah. No, that can't do that. All right. I got this. So apologize.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to come back in. I can ask you some. I got more questions, but I want to make sure he's all on the same page. I've got to ask you 5 times.
Yeah.
All right. So, how'd you just regular talk, man? How'd you end up West Auburn? A lot of times when people are West Auburn, sometimes there's some issues at other schools.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. Junior year, I had came back. The year before that, there had been a lot of freshman and sophomore year. There had been a lot of stuff with the baseball team, and one of the coaches just done little stuff that had happened. Program wasn't really treating me good. First day of junior year, went to my first period, and me and my dad had been talking about me going to Auburn to play for the baseball team. And then there had also been a little talk about, like I was telling him that I didn't want to go to that school because of like the Marshallese and the RSPs and stuff like that.
Riverside? Which one? Which
Auburn.
Auburn High School.
Yeah,
The main one.
because I wanted to switch. Because I told him I wanted to switch to West so that I could play for Auburn. So be on a waiver to Auburn because I'm at West. Because if you're at West, you can play for Riverside or Auburn.
Sure.
So that's why I went there, just and to catch up too.
Did you get the pressure from the Marshallese?
No.
Okay. You just didn't want to be involved in that.
Yeah, not like
You didn't want that issue.
Cousins were involved with them.
Okay.
Just a lot of talk.
Okay.
I'm stupid. All right.
You still got to You still got to some water. Okay. Did you ever get back onto the team then? When you went to West Auburn?
I took junior year off because I didn't want to play JV.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a lot of school to catch up on too. I had missed a lot of school when my mom had passed and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then took that year off, just leading into this year.
Okay. This is good. My mom passed too. Okay, so I get it. It sucks. I don't like talking about it. you know,
Definitely.
But how did she pass? What was the issue?
She killed herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. All right. Tell me a little bit about your sister. You know, I know she's like 20 years old. She lives upstairs. You're having issues with her bringing guys home. Did she go to school? Did she graduate?
She didn't graduate. And she just works 9 to 5.
Okay. So, with you being is that correct, man? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you kind of the person that watches over your sister? I mean, are you kind of the father figure in this kind of in the household,
really,
or
not
because it seems
really.
like you kind of take control of her
Yeah.
and want to make sure she's doing the right thing?
Yeah, not really. Like, she's had her issues and stuff, and I like haven't been there for her and stuff like that. But just stuff like this, like if it's towards like respecting me, like the rest of the stuff, like her problems and stuff like that, or like I just let my dad deal with it. But like stuff like, I don't know, I guess you can say that he doesn't hear it or he doesn't know that the other kid's in there or whatever. But it's just the only time I take hand on it is if it's like with me, you know.
Okay. Other than what happened this morning, what's you and your sister's relationship like?
Close.
You guys are pretty close.
Yeah, she did. She took care of me a lot of the time when I was younger and stuff, and we're just close. It's like my best friend.
All right. one of the other things you said, and it was in reference to these other guys that came over, and it was in reference to the baseball bat. Had you scared anybody else off? You all right? Had you scared anybody else off with an implement, a bat?
No, just talking from the top of the stairs, like, why are you at my house and stuff? Like, don't come back to my house. Okay. Honestly, just tell them every time, you don't want to come at the wrong time. Like when all my uncles, my dad's here in the garage, just like telling them to watch out type thing, trying to so they won't come back.
I guess I'm confused. Is she not allowed to have boyfriends?
No, she's allowed to have boyfriends, but like they're not allowed to be at the house unless my dad knows, or unless the doors, and like even if he knows, the door has to be open type thing, all that. But that's usually never. There's been no guys over.
So she can have guys over. But
well, actually, now after the last incident with her boyfriend, there's no guys over because there had been an incident at his house where she was about to commit suicide type thing.
Why?
And yeah, I don't know the full story. I kind of
an incident
ignored all that.
At whose house? At
her boyfriend's house.
Okay. But you don't know the boyfriend's name?
Every time he's came over probably once, shook my dad up, said hi to my mom, tries to shake me up. I don't shake his hand. I don't know who he is, but I know of him because he lives in Des Moines, and like I know people that know him, type thing, and he's just like not good for her.
Why?
I guess. And like the first time that he got caught there without my dad knowing, there was like drugs and stuff found there, and that was like the first time stuff happened. So that's why I took like no regard into like caring for him, respecting that my sister loves him or anything like that.
But then before, you had talked about really not knowing who this guy was, what he looked like, and these other guys, these other instances. Sounded like you hadn't seen them, you didn't know what they looked like.
Yeah.
All this other stuff. So it sounded like you had never even met her boyfriend. But it sounds like you actually saw him. I mean, he was at your house and he tried to talk to you.
And I saw him at the hospital too. He ended up coming to the hospital that night that all that happened.
Oh, what happened?
My sister left me a voicemail crying, talking about all this stuff, and it sounded, I heard wind and stuff, so I sounded like she was outside. So I had group text the voicemail to my grandma, stepmom, and dad, and then my dad was graveyard working, whatever. My stepmom comes down and says, let's go look for her. At least it sounds like she's saying that she's going to commit suicide without saying it. Drove around, ended up finding her. There was ambulance, cops there already. Across the bridge, I had stayed in the car. My stepmom had run across the bridge to see if it was her and stuff. And then all that happened. They took her to the hospital. We went to the hospital. We were sitting in the hospital. Him and his friend walk in. Say hi to my mom and stuff like that. And that was probably like the third time I saw him.
And when was that? When did that happen?
That was probably 4 or 5 months ago.
Up in Federal Way?
Tukwila.
In Tukwila?
Yeah.
Okay. So you had seen that guy before, and the guy that you confronted today, that's not her boyfriend.
No, so like the first time the kid was light skinned, that wasn't her boyfriend. Second time it was her boyfriend, and then this is the third time now, and it hasn't been her boyfriend. So it's been.
Is he light skinned? This guy is light skinned, dark skinned?
Dark skinned.
Okay.
Like no question, he's African American.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason I ask you that is because you had made the comment that somebody had said, I don't know if it was your grandma, that she was getting ready to get back with her boyfriend. Somebody, you said that very early on.
Can you repeat what?
That somebody in your family had said your sister was going to get back together with her boyfriend.
You were told.
My stepmom the other day, we were talking and said, I can't remember how the conversation got brought up. She's always trying to tell me news about the stupid little stuff that I don't care about, but she had told me that they were getting back together. But then I seen that, and that's not her boyfriend.
You know that's not her boyfriend?
Yeah, that's not. That's
the
not
one that showed up at the hospital?
Yeah, that's not him.
All right.
And where in your room is your bat?
Where is it? Did I put it? Like not behind the door, so the door closes all the way, and then there's a fan right there, so right next to the fan on the left side.
Did you look at it, see if there's any blood on it?
No.
Did you wipe it?
No.
Okay. So you're saying you only hit him the one time, and as he started, like he was going to fall, he was out, you could tell where he was going to go, you dropped the bat as you're grabbing onto him, and just the weight of him, you kind of went with him onto the ground. Did you ever pick up the bat again and hit him?
No, just and when I was grabbing it to go inside the crib.
Did you hit him any other times?
No.
When he was on the ground, did you hit him?
No.
Whether it was with the bat or without the bat?
Mm.
And the reason I'm asking is because what I was just told when I was out there is for whatever reason, someone had been videotaping. I don't know if that was Uber or that was a neighbor or that was someone walking by. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But they said that they have video, at least partial video of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it made a comment that you hit him again when he was on the ground. It's better to get in front of this now and explain it than later.
Yeah.
So, can you help me understand that?
So that part, that's the only part that I lied about. 'Cause
Okay.
I knew I shouldn't have hit him again.
Okay, walk me through that. So he goes to the ground. Did you actually hold on to him?
No, sir.
Okay. So let's do this. Clean slate. I don't get confused on paper. He's coming out.
Mhm.
Is that still the same?
Yeah. The garbage
You
can,
hitting him
hitting
and the way you described, is that still the same?
Mhm.
Okay, we'll start right there.
Fell.
You just swung. You just hit him.
Mhm.
You're still holding the bat. He's stunned looking at you. Now what happens?
So I hit him with the bat. Same thing. He kind of turns more, falls on the ground, hits the rocks. I hit him,
Did you try to hold on to him at all?
No.
Okay. Okay. So
and then I hit him in the leg.
okay. How did you hit him in the leg?
Same thing. Just swung it around.
Okay.
So I hit him, fell. He fell on the rocks. I was watching him fall on the rocks and still right by the garbage can, kind of approach him while he's laying there, hit him
Okay. How many times did you hit him?
once. So I hit him the once and then once when he was on the ground, and that's it, twice.
And then what happened?
Walk inside,
Okay.
boats.
So the whole SOS thing, did you even try and call?
No.
Okay. And did you even get close to him to see if he was okay? Was that even a truth? Like, are we going to see you trying to check on him? Or is it just another big hit and then you walking away? What am I going to see
So
on
I was
video?
leaning down by him because I saw blood when I
Okay.
hit him the second time.
Was he responding to you?
No.
Was he making noises?
No.
Was he moving at all?
No. Kind of. No.
Okay, when he was on the ground the first time after falling in and hitting his head, and then you go to hit him on the leg, was he moving before that? Or after he fell, is he just like a lump?
No, well, when he fell, he was kind of moving, but I don't know if I would call it moving.
Okay, all right.
The next thing, what were you saying? As that whole thing was going on, what,
Yeah,
what was coming out of your mouth?
'Cause we have
What
audio.
happens when you come over here when you're not allowed to be here and stuff like that?
Okay. What kind of... Give me the volume. In here, you're not going to disturb anybody else. Tell me exactly what you were saying and in that same volume.
I don't know exactly what I was saying, and I know that I can't get to that volume without like being totally mad.
Okay, so it was a rage. Was there a rage? He was
Like,
mad.
it's not as loud as I'm making it seem, but I just can't get to that pitch like without.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
It was,
So,
it was loud.
Yeah.
okay, so without going crazy, since it doesn't work, you can use a little bit of an inflection. What were you saying?
Just like this is what happens when you come where you're not welcome, type thing. Don't come back, type thing, and that's it.
Okay.
Kind of just screaming that over and over.
Okay. I appreciate you being more honest about that.
Absolutely. The other thing I want you to be real honest about is any kind of racial slurs that were coming out at the time.
Yeah.
So what type of things were coming out of your mouth in reference to race itself?
Nothing. Just telling him like you're not welcome here, type thing. This is what I said. What do you mean like racial?
Making reference to his race itself.
Oh yeah. None.
But
That kind of got brought up too.
Yeah.
So what is being mistaken as you referencing his race? Like, I don't want to say because I don't want to cause an issue. But
I'll say it. Nigga, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So I probably add that in there because when I get mad, I tend to say that.
okay,
But this is the deal. When I hear somebody say probably, that's a big difference in
then
I
yeah.
did.
Then
Okay.
yeah.
So, and all I can do is look for the truth. It sounds like you're starting to talk about the
Yes,
truth.
sir.
Did you bring that up?
But like if it's being brought up, then I probably said it, but I can't say that like I recall saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I sound dumb, like telling you guys, but like I honestly like going down, seeing all that, like I don't know what to say.
Well, the whole thing is the video captures it.
Yeah.
It captures it. But I'm just asking you if you specifically remember using any kind of racial type of slur or anything like that came out of your mouth.
Yeah. Then yeah, I probably said nigga.
Okay. What do you remember saying? Let's just go to it. What do you remember saying? We can just
Just telling him that this is what happens when he's not welcome. The same thing, but nigga was probably adding there like, really nigga, like this is what I have to do now. Like now I got to deal with my consequences for.
because you're talking quite politely and PC.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's not be PC. And here, everything is open.
Yeah.
Everything can be said the way it is. Lord knows we're not PC most of the time, things we say, but what is it that you said just flat out? Thinking back and just say it.
Like that's what I'm trying to get to. Like I don't recall like exactly what I said. Like,
And I won't
in the
hold you
moment.
word for word, but
Yeah.
you keep saying I might have. Did you? Were you
No,
saying?
because the only reason I'm saying that is because like when there's been heated moments,
Right.
like I've said it, you know, it like
Okay.
pops out. Even like places it shouldn't have, like on the baseball field playing
Right.
Sumner High School. Brawl got into it, and I got ejected for saying that with other things that I said. So that probably added in there. That was
Okay.
on the list, saying that I said Nigger.
Right.
Like that's what said on the school form and stuff like
Right.
that. So yeah. And
Okay, so that's what you said. It's somehow that word gets injected at certain parts during your
Yeah.
upset comment.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's the best way I can get it. Well, let me ask you, if he was Samoan, would you have been using the same?
Yeah. If he was white, same thing.
That's just what you say.
Yeah. When I'm mad, like it's not something that I'll say like talking to my friends or like around my friends, but like it's just when I don't know, like
Well, let me just ask you, there was some talk that you appear to be more upset because he was African American.
no.
Like
definitely not.
telling your sister,
I hang
this
out
is not someone, this is what you get for
Oh no, this was
bringing
good for coming here, like to my house, like,
Oh, okay.
disrespecting me, having sex with my sister,
Okay.
knowing I'm under there. But no, definitely, I'm definitely not racist. I was at the game with O'Darius Shaw, like he's African American. James Baldwin, African American.
Okay. And your phone, how come your phone is with Dad? Just when you walked out, you just gave it to Dad? Like you were giving your stuff
I was
to
on
him?
the counter. We were talking.
Oh,
and he
got
said the cops want to talk to you. They're gonna arrest you and stuff. So I just left my
Okay.
phone on the counter.
Oh, okay.
Hey, with you talked about after that first incident, 5 o'clock in the morning, you go up, then you come back down. And you talked about not going back to sleep right away. You talked about using your phone or whatever. What was going on with your phone, man? Were you talking to friends? I don't know. You got a girlfriend?
Kind of ish.
Okay.
But no, I wasn't talking to her. I was just on Twitter, just going down the feed.
Okay. You weren't talking to anybody. You're talking about how this is ridiculous, man. Just looking
No, it
for
was away.
just looking for somebody to be able to vent to based on
Yeah,
based on your
Saturday,
frustration.
my friends sleep until 2, 3.
Okay. All right. So you weren't talking to anybody at that point in time.
No.
Okay.
No texts, you aren't doing any Twitters to anyone.
No.
You're not texting someone saying,
It's happening again.
Oh no, I haven't told anybody about this. It's embarrassing.
And then once the incident happened, he goes down. And it sounds like he's out. Boom, hits his head. You hit him again. Which leg? Remember which leg you hit him in?
Right?
Are you guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want you to guess.
you don't know.
Yeah.
You
It's, yeah. Right.
Okay. So he goes down. You think it's the right leg. You say what you said. You go back into the house. Did you use your phone at all after that?
No. Put the bat in my room. Ran right upstairs.
Okay. Now, you being a baseball player, is there more than one bat in your room?
I think there's 2 other wood ones in my room. Yeah.
Okay. So there's 2 wood ones and a composite.
One of the wood ones might have been outside. I can't remember where I put it yesterday.
Okay. But 2 wood ones
Yeah.
and a composite?
Yeah.
So it's definitely not, the bat that was used wasn't either one of the wood ones.
No.
It's the composite that's by the fan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Why did... On the other 3 occasions, or is this the 3rd occasion with your sister having somebody there?
3rd.
This is the 3rd?
Yeah, this is 3rd.
Okay. The other 2 occasions, they ran off. Okay. This time, the dude's there. Okay. There's an Uber waiting for him to leave. The situation is it should be calm.
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't allow him to leave. You decide you're going to hit him this time. Why did you decide that you're going to hit him this time? Why did that come up? Why did you decide that you had to do it this time, that you were going to hit this guy?
Honestly, because like every time, like I've like opened the door and said something to someone, so basically opening their door, as I'm saying, like they'll just like keep trying to get away, like they know that they're in the wrong. But this time, this kid like turned and looked at me like fully, like, "You sure you want to do this?" type thing. So I didn't know if he was gonna approach me type thing or anything, especially when he stopped and we're like that close.
Okay. But you see him, he doesn't have a bat. Okay. And based on where he was struck at, all right, he's walking away from you. Okay. Why did you decide that you still had to hit him, even though this situation was going to be done?
Yeah.
I mean, were you that pissed off at this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, how pissed off were you?
Probably like not at him, but the situation 10, but not at him at all. It was more at my sister. Like I didn't even care about him, but it was more like my sister just I don't know.
But your sister's not the one that got hit.
Yeah.
This guy did. And you whacked him pretty good.
Yeah.
Where did he hit his head on the rocks? Is it the front of his face, the back? Do you know where was he bleeding
The
from?
front. I don't know where he's bleeding from, but I know he hit the rocks in the front because he landed front.
Is this your house? I might have gotten it wrong.
Yes, sir.
So those rocks are now, they're not on this anymore, but they're like along here. And
So
then,
they're the same as those ones at the front, and it just wraps around more.
oh, okay. And then is that the bush? Or bushes?
Yeah.
Is that,
There's 2.
there's 2 of them?
Yeah.
Is there another one behind this one? I'm just
It's
not
this
seeing
one.
it.
Like next to it. So
Okay.
there's 2 bushes next to next.
Okay. I'm just not seeing the other one because of the angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, it doesn't even look like there's 2 there. They're 2 pretty big bushes next to each other.
Oh, are they taller than that? I don't know when that was taken.
No.
Okay. So you guys must have moved the rocks from before.
Alright, yeah.
I was trying to get a...
That's crazy. That doesn't even look like my house.
Well, depending on when we're getting satellites and stuff and when they get photos, everything changes. So, how hard do you think you hit the guy? I mean, well, it sounds like you were pretty mad. I mean, upset, frustrated. What do you think about all this?
What do I think about the whole situation?
What got you so mad this time? What was it about this that got you that mad? I mean, you're 10 out of 10, which is pretty mad. I mean,
I was the same mad all 3 times because it's like, that's a big thing, especially to someone that's like the younger brother. Someone's in your sister's room having sex with her type thing.
okay, but she's 20.
Yeah. That doesn't make it any
I know,
different.
but she can-
She could be 30 and she's still in my dad's house breaking the rules. And
Right.
it's not even to my dad's house or to my dad. It's me. She knows I'm under her. I wouldn't be having sex with a girl under her knowing that my bed will still hit the walls and stuff, make noise.
So disrespect.
Yeah.
But really, your anger should be at her
Yeah.
because this guy, for all he knows, Dad's fine with it. And he doesn't know, right? Because you don't know him. So as far as you know, it's very possible that this guy was told by her it's okay, my dad. He may not even know Dad lives there.
That's definitely what happened.
What?
Especially if he's walking. She had to have, or I don't know, she told him that it was okay because if it was okay, he probably would have walked through the front door.
Well, unless she tells him at the end, oh, by the way, you need to go out the back.
Yeah, true.
Right? But so here's a guy that meets your sister wherever.
Yeah, but I know what you're getting to. Like, yeah, he did nothing wrong.
Right.
Like,
it's not like you've met him before. He's been told, Dad told him, I don't ever want you to come back. He's disrespecting your dad because as far as he knows, she has roommates.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know if Dad lives there. Has no idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as he's concerned, he's just going to have a relationship with her that night, and it's just going to go sexual. Yeah. But you're taking it to a different level.
Yeah,
I mean, you're taking it
That's
to.
Why when you asked me, I had no words because I know like I took it to somewhere that it should have never even been. Not even close to that. Like it could have been something where it didn't happen, but it should have never got to this. Like this.
Like, do you have an anger management issue? Like, do you get in fights at school?
Never.
If someone calls you names?
Never get in fights. Stick to myself. Been through everything. Stick to myself.
It's just like a different persona. I mean, you get to the point that you're walking up at 4:30 in the morning with a bat upstairs, which is already a very aggressive. Mm-hmm. I'm preparing to beat someone's ass.
Yeah.
And then. Now you're banging on the door, let's be honest, trying to hope that Dad wakes up enough that you can get sister in trouble. So it sounds like perception. Mm-hmm. You go back down, you're waiting because you're going to wait to see who comes out. Mm-hmm. You see Uber. So you know something's off. You go grab her bat again, put it, I'm just going to call it strategically hidden right next to the garbage cans. You go talk to Uber, find out, yep, he's there in the right house, so to speak. Mm-hmm. You hear someone coming out the slider, so you know it's about to. You lived there how long?
3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years. So you're familiar with, you knew exactly the sounds and what was happening and where he would have to come because you know the layout.
Yeah.
And those bushes are tall. I mean, they're probably 6-7 feet and they're wide. Mm-hmm. So you know, standing there, he's not going to see you initially coming out. Mm-hmm. And you're starting your rage at 10. At things you're saying.
It wasn't at 10. It was more like me and him. I didn't start yelling until like he had been on the ground and stuff.
No, you said when he clicked and he started coming through.
But it wasn't like that tone that I had when I had hit him.
But you got a guy that. He's not trying to hit you.
Yeah. He's
going to the Uber. Mm-hmm. He's walking relatively within the path of you're going to naturally walk to. It's not like he turned, you're at the front steps, and he turns and bypasses the Uber and walks to the front door where you are, or turns and walks into the garage where you are.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So I'm just trying to understand the rage, if this is something that has happened before, or... I mean, where's the rage with this guy? I don't know you, so I'm trying to figure it out.
It's never the rage with the guy. Well, it is at a point, but I don't know what you're trying to get to. Like,
I'm just trying to understand. You've never met him before, so how is this rage so fast at him that you're at a bat?
Because he was just having sex with my sister twice. Like, that's crazy. You have the audacity twice after you just heard me banging on the thing saying... Like literally stop. Like I'm under. Like someone's banging on the door. Roommates or not, someone's saying stop having sex. They're under you.
Right. I get that. But for all he knows, it's a roommate, and then they stop. Sounds like at some point because you didn't have to go up until 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And then for all you know, he asks her, "What the hell is going on with your roommate?" And then she tells him, "Oh, actually, it's not my roommate. It's my brother. No, by the way, my dad's across the room." He's like, "Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. This ain't right." And he's trying to do the best he can to cause less issues. And he even said he's very mumbling, kind of whatever. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You do football, you do baseball. You haven't been kicked off other than using the N-word that someone thought they heard you from baseball, you get kicked out. You haven't been kicked out, penalized, or anything in football? I mean, what do you do in football?
Running back.
Running back.
Ooh, yeah, I only played freshman year because I tore my ACL and I didn't want to get hurt.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying. I mean, I only know you from here.
Yeah.
You seem very polite, cordial, and I'm just trying to figure out the anger. What's your trigger? It sounds like it's a respect. You're very big on respect, and I can appreciate that with family and respect of the family and the wishes of Dad, and being in our home, and being protective brother. I get that too. You got all types of stories with your family, good, bad, indifferent, that I'll never fully understand. Only you will with your sister. And so I'm just trying to understand. That's all. Right. I think regardless of how this comes out, I think you need to be able to talk to someone about there's other things going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you rage pretty fast for a guy that you don't even know. He really doesn't say anything to you other than you should want to do this, bro.
Yeah.
Or bro, or however you're saying it. Because it sounds like even he's like, what the hell? He's trying to figure out too. All right. Do you have any questions for us that maybe is popping in your head or?
I just want to know. I asked the cop earlier if he was okay. I just want to know if he was okay.
To be honest, we
Or
don't.
living at least.
Well, that's a good, fair question. And to be honest, I don't know. He's at Harborview. He got airlifted up to Harborview, and I'll just be honest, I don't know. I try to ask. Harborview is the best, and I don't have anything saying that it went to fatal. It's just a head injury. So a lot of times they always assume the worst, and they just do everything they can, and then that way they can do the best to serve them. Harborview are just phenomenal people, and Medic One people are just phenomenal. So
The best place in the world is about.
yeah, I mean, we've had a couple that we assume are going to die, and they just turn around and tell us they're living and they're fine. And I do appreciate you being courteous with us and respectful. And I hope you feel that, at least with us, we're being respectful
thank you
for you.
for this too.
And as soon as I can get an update, we'll figure it out. I do appreciate, like I said, you even being honest when we say, hey, I think we got video, because as I'm explaining it to the detective, they're getting more information and things are starting to match up. How's your family going to be with us? I mean, they have any issues? Are they going to be upset with the officers and detectives there? No issues. Okay. I think they're pretty much just at the scene, just trying to piece things together.
Yeah.
Your sister's only going to have partial. They're just trying to understand. And you're saying you only hit him in the leg?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just keep in mind that once the docs start talking and everything, and they start checking him out, that if there is anything else there that's not explainable or another injury, the last thing I want to do is have to come back to you and say, hey, what?
Definitely. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
When you struck him in the leg on the ground, where were you standing?
So he was on the rocks, something like ahead of him, I guess.
At the head or at the legs of him when you struck him?
Legs.
So you're standing by his feet.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why the video would suggest that you struck him on the head a second time? Did you go any higher than the leg? I'm going off of what I'm being told.
Yeah.
That what I'm being told is the video that they're viewing now clearly shows a strike to the head while he's on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
No, I just remember hitting him in the head, falls on the ground, and I just hit him in the leg. And at that time, I kind of had blacked out after I hit him. I was screaming, yelling. That's what happens when you're not welcome.
You said you black out?
Not really black out, but kind of.
So you remember?
Yeah.
Adrenaline, anger type?
Yeah.
Okay. Like when you're getting ready, you know that play is going to come to you, and you know that linebacker is already staring at you, and this is going to be that hit and that pumped up feeling type of thing?
Return feeling,
Yeah. Yeah. Punt return that you know. Yeah. Okay.
You know, Julian, I think you know that things happened this morning that shouldn't have happened. I mean, you've discussed it, we already talked about it. I don't need to hammer that, but what should have happened this morning? Would have been the right thing for you to do.
Tell my dad and let him handle it.
Let the You gotta get in the Uber and leave.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want any chips or anything?
No, sir.
Restock my coffee. You got enough water. You sure you don't want anything else?
No, thank you.
Okay. Just chill here for a little bit, and then be back in a second.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna step out just for a second, and meet the M&Ms. Otherwise, they keep getting into my office.
So they'll probably have an officer sitting around just outside here, just real quick. So just be cool. I mean, you're being cool already, but just be so cool.
There you go.
All right. Just jump back. So I figured, let me see if I can pull this up. So what grade are you in this year?
Senior?
You're a senior at West Auburn?
Yeah.
Electronics at all, man? You want some of this?
I'm okay.
You good? All right.
So that's right. Seems like it's healthy.
Yeah. Got a lot of calories, but I need calories right now.
I'm trying to. I was going to show you the video.
What's the deal, man? We always want to be straight up as we possibly can, okay?
Definitely.
And but we ask that in return as well for you to be as straight up as you can. All right. There's no doubt in my mind that you're forgetting a little bit about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'd like to give you the opportunity to be able to tell us, okay, in reference to what happened with that baseball bat.
Yeah.
Okay. And I get it, man. If you're scared. I mean, have you ever been arrested before?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you ever been talked to the police before by anything?
No, sir.
Okay. You're usually a good kid.
Yes, sir.
You lost it this morning. This shouldn't have happened. Okay? But the truth is where it's at. So how many times you hit him? Okay. Is there a reason you didn't want to talk about this before?
Because I knew I was wrong for the whole thing.
All right.
What happened on the third hit?
I just hit him. So hit him again in the head, and then hit him in the leg.
Okay, so.
Take a couple of good deep breaths because I can see you just need some oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, it is what it is. It already happened. I'm taking forever trying to get this stupid video to actually play. It already happened.
Yeah.
And I want you just to take a moment just to breathe for a second. And what we're trying to understand is kind of what's going on, how you're feeling, what's going on in your mind. So you say he falls, and he's just kind of the way you're explaining, everything's just kind of limp, and you could see he was going. He went down to the ground. You're still, for lack of better terms, at his feet. You still have the bat, and then what happened?
Hit him again in the head.
Okay.
And it's still at the same position. Hit him in the leg.
Okay. Was he moving at all? Like when you went to hit him the second time and the third time, once on the leg or wherever, and then again on the head.
Yeah.
When you hit him in the head, if you need to stand up, that's fine. Were you hitting him like one-handed? Were you tapping on him? Explain to me how you hit him in the head.
Same thing. I have both hands.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I know you can't. Did you do it like you're
Like
chopping wood, or are you doing side to side, like chopping wood?
Yeah.
Okay. What was going through your mind at that moment in time?
That like as soon as I just knew that it was gonna be like something I could never take back. Like after I hit him the first time, second time, third time, I just knew nothing I'll ever be able to take back. And like seeing him like that, like
I'm hearing you, but saying it was something I didn't think I could ever get back. I could ever take back. What do you mean by that?
like hitting him, assaulting him. I just knew that I could never take that back. Hitting him again, just knew I could never take that back. And like seeing him after the first time I hit him,
Did you think you killed him the first time when you hit him in the head?
no.
What about the second time? So why do it a second time and a third time?
Literally no reason. It was like the adrenaline. I feel like I don't know. There was literally no reason, no thought process to why I were to hit him the first, second, or third time. Like me saying, someone asking me why did I hit him, I could say it's because of that reason. But then like coming down to it now, like there was really no reason. Like, you guys don't realize that even though he had no thought process. Like me thinking, my side, oh yeah, I'm in here, like I'm having sex with this girl, regardless, her brother, dad, stepmom, roommates, any of that. So that's all I'm looking at. Like I just felt totally disrespected by this person, which is no, like that is just because I felt disrespected. And anyway, 1 to 10 doesn't mean like I can do that. I know that I can do that, hurt somebody, hit somebody, get my point across that I feel disrespected.
But after the first time when you hit him in the head, you said you already knew you'd done it. What do you mean you done it?
Like that I had to just hit somebody in the head with the bat.
And what do you think would happen with getting hit in the head?
Die, like someone would die.
Have you ever had a concussion when you were playing football?
Yeah.
And that's with a helmet.
Here we get the thumb drive.
I think it's going to be on this one. I'm sorry it's taking forever. This got segmented into these little groups, and each one's taking a minute, so.
So you, when you hit him the first time you're saying was behind the right ear, right back in here.
Yes, sir.
Is there any doubt in your mind that you knocked him out right then and there?
No, because he was like, at the time it was kind of like no, but I should have known because like of how he was, he took the impact.
Mm-hmm. And I've seen this. I'm looking for you what you were seeing, okay? But I'm sitting here watching this, and you ever heard of the term of going down like a sack of potatoes, man? I mean, he just gone on the ground, out. Lights Out. You watch MMA?
I mean, I watched it, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know what it's like when somebody gets their clock wrong, right? And they're out. That's what I see. And then I'm trying to understand why we have why you decide to hit them 2 more times. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hammer you here. I'm just trying to understand.
Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
Yes, I get it. But I'm just trying to understand. Okay. Because that's what we do. We try to understand. What was the reason for those other shots? Obviously, you know that you should have hit him the first pot with the first shot.
Yeah.
Okay. But why, when he goes down and he is absolutely helpless, did these other shots take place?
There's no words for it. It's wrong.
Okay.
Were you thinking about killing him?
No.
Because you said you knew that a hit to the head could kill him.
Yeah.
The question is, you did it twice.
Mm-hmm.
So was that coming through your mind? Like, I've already hit him once?
No, it was none of that was coming through my mind.
Okay. And I'm asking because I don't know.
Yeah, even just him laying there after the fact.
It's finally buffering, so I think I'm almost at it.
Can I ask you this question too? Is the reason that you didn't, go down and try to help him out is because you pretty much knew that nothing was going to help him out at
All
that
right.
time?
I'll let you look at this.
No.
So it's at 2. You're over here.
I'm sorry, I had just an answer.
Oh. Here.
Not really. It was more like I knew that I couldn't do anything after I had already done what I did.
Okay, because of, that's pretty violent.
Yes, sir.
Do you consider that violent?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to show you the video here. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's the car, Uber? Oh,
Yeah.
You won't see you hit him the first time, but you'll see him fall. 1, 2. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
It's 2:48. What are you saying to him at this point? Because you're standing over him, like you're about to hit him again. What are you thinking about right there?
To call the ambulance after I see the blood.
But you never did.
No.
Okay. Did you think he was dead at that point?
No. Because, just because he was moving a little bit doesn't mean that he was dead, but...
But you've had concussions before with a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're hitting him with a 31-inch composite. Because you're right. I mean, when he falls, here in about 2 seconds, there is no life in him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, boom, out. And it's almost an immediate leg. And then, yeah, like you said, almost like an axe coming down at him.
Julian, are you wearing the same clothes you got right now in that video as well? Did you change your clothes at all?
No. I think I just took off the hoodie.
The hoodie you took off?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of hoodie is that? I can't see. It looks dark.
It's blue.
Blue? It has something in the front.
It says Samoa.
Samoa?
Yeah.
Like a dark blue?
Light blue and
Light blue?
white printing.
White printing? Okay.
Is there a reason you took off the hoodie?
Yeah, when I got upstairs, when I was talking about stuff, I was just taking off the coat. I was just getting hot.
Okay. Did you notice any blood or anything like that on it?
No.
All right. Where did you put that at? The hoodie?
Upstairs on the couch where I was sitting.
Upstairs on the couch?
Yes, sir.
All right. So it says Samoa on the top. And it's a dark blue? I'm sorry, I can't.
It's light blue.
Light blue? Okay.
Looking at this, does it bring back or help you recall any part of this? I mean, is there something that, does this help you refresh your memory on anything? I say because sometimes people do have a better recall. Like they go, oh, okay, I do remember this differently. I remember thinking this. Oh, he'll show up in a second. And there.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that you're thinking of? Are you yelling at him at this point? Saying anything?
No.
How about now?
No, kind of just looking, holding the SOS thing. You know what I could do.
Okay. Because we'll look at your phone and see if that was activated at all. If that was brought up. I don't know what the SOS thing is, but that might be a Apple 10 thing. Because I don't see your phone in your hand. Did you have your phone when you went out there?
Yeah.
You just always have it on you?
Was it in your
It's in my
pocket?
pocket.
Your hand?
Okay. So when you were woken up at 4:30, you started and you'd gone up, did all that. Were you using your phone then? Like you said something like you couldn't get back to sleep, or
No.
no? I thought you were doing something. You were twittering or you were checking feeds.
Well, you meant like using it like.
In any way, like were you using it for Twitter and okay, that was after 4:30, 4:30, maybe 5. Okay. Did you send any? Did you call anyone after this?
No.
And he's not moving at all. Is he making any noises?
Mm-mm.
After you kneel down in front of him, then you walk back towards the garage. What was going through your head at that time?
I just knew that I shouldn't have done what I did, and that I could have handled it a better way that would have impacted whatever I wanted to be impacted 100 times more.
Did you realize, and again, I don't want to put words in your head, but did you realize you had really made a poor decision and screwed up?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you think about taking off?
No. I knew that I was just going to make it worse, and I needed to pay the consequence for my actions. And I didn't want to make it worse.
Well, the Uber driver was right there and could hear everything going on.
Yeah.
So obviously it's going to be real important. His information is it a guy driving or a female driver?
No.
Yeah, driver. And it was just the Uber driver? I mean, just the driver, there wasn't anybody with him?
No.
All right. So if he tells me that you were, yelling, things about this guy's race, you shouldn't be with my sister because of your race, and I know it sounds like you have black friends and but if he tells me that, if he fills out a affidavit, a statement in reference to what he heard under penalty of perjury,
Yeah.
is whatever he says going to be the truth in reference to this, these slurs that were made?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is he going to, do you think that he would tell us the truth in reference to these slurs being made? Does that make sense? I may not be making sense to you. Did you say more than what you talked about before? Because you left some stuff out. Credibility is huge for us, obviously. And when you leave something out, then we're thinking, what else is left out? Okay? But do you remember telling this guy that because of whatever background he has?
So you're asking me, like, am I racist, basically?
Well, not that you're racist, but if racist comment might have come out. That's what I'm asking.
Definitely not.
And if the Uber driver tells me that those did come out, Is he lying?
Definitely, because I'm not racist. I have most of my
No, he
friends.
doesn't. Okay, but he doesn't know you. Okay, but sometimes
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, and I'm not calling you a racist. What I'm saying is, if he says that you said these racist words,
he's definitely lying. Or
okay.
But I did say the N word, not with the ER, which makes it no different. Which makes it no different. And I know that because of the consequences I have to deal with by getting kicked off using
So you said nigga or not nigger?
Yeah.
Mark. Why'd you have your hoodie up?
Bad hair day. It's looking rough. Didn't even brush my hair yet.
That's why you had your hoodie up?
Yeah. I usually have a routine when I get up.
Do you guys have a surveillance system at your house?
We don't.
You guys don't have cameras or anything at your house at all?
Do you pay your phone, or is that your dad's phone bill?
My dad pays it.
Is that AT&T?
Sprint.
Sprint. Is everyone on the same?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm trying to get a update on his status.
You, Jillian, you think you killed him? You think you killed him?
Hope to God not.
You think what you did, you definitely could have killed him?
Yes, sir.
Would it surprise you if he does die?
Yeah.
It would surprise you?
Yeah.
I guess I'm not confused. Your answer kind of confuses me. So based on what you did, okay?
Yeah.
Do you think, would you be surprised if he died based on what you did? You hit somebody. You said you hit somebody in the head.
Now I know what you're saying. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So what you're saying is like what I did. Would I be surprised if he did? Yeah.
Right. So you would or would not be surprised if he dies? You would not be.
Yeah, because I know I want to be able to take 30.
Well, I mean, because I think you're refreshingly honest with your understanding that just the one hit could have killed him, and then you go because of, the bad thing is, I mean, you hit one hit to the head, especially with a 31 and a composite, that's already going to be bad, and you're hitting that lobe that has a lot of issues, but then his head is next to the rocks, so now there's nothing to move. Like when you hit him the first time, there's a little bit of movement, right? I mean, he's going to give way.
Yeah.
But now his head is against that hard rock, and like you said, chopping wood with an axe.
Well,
Yeah.
What did you hear when you hit him? What did you hear?
I don't remember.
Okay.
You didn't hear smash or whoosh or a crack or do you remember a crack or a whoosh or a whoosh? Or like hitting a watermelon, and you get that.
I don't remember.
So far he has pretty big swelling, but they're keeping it under control.
Hey, Justin, did you hurt your hands when you hit him? You didn't get that vibration up into your hands itself?
No, sir.
Okay. You were holding on to that bat that tight? A loose bat, you're gonna feel it.
You're gonna get that ring. You felt that ring.
You know that. Shit, I can't remember how many times I got pissed off when I felt that.
Living in Seattle, you get that all the time.
Yeah. And it's the difference of that that's gonna go, or shit, that's gonna be a pop. Right? I mean, you can just feel it. You just know it. You got that sweet spot. And with this, Well, I do appreciate you having this interview with us and talking and understanding. It helps in understanding what happened, right? I mean, as you can see, this is only a 2D video, so to speak. I don't know the mindset of what's going on. Are you trying to kill him? Is there a rage? You're upset? I mean, I don't know any of the background. And I hope, no matter what happens coming out of this, that maybe you can find someone to speak with and help find a way to vent your rage before it gets to the point that you're at a 10 out of 10 before really much of anything. But I get it, though. I hear what you say when you speak of respect. And that is very big, regardless of culture. That's just very big. Some cultures seem to be more in tune, but it's also big with someone who's big with family and is connected and has that. And so I don't look at you as a bad person. I just look at someone who got into a situation that got to the point that we had to get called. Okay, but I want you to do this. If this ever happens again, and you get to that point where something like this even happens, you know you made multiple bad choices, right? I mean, it is what it is. You made multiple bad choices, one right after the other, to the point that you're hitting him with a bat to the head at least twice, in the neck. At some point, you have to be able to pull yourself back and try to do the right thing. Now, you're doing the right thing on this as far as you're venting and you're letting it out, but you can always help someone in need. I mean, even if you hit them like that, you can still call, render aid, try and do something, right? You're 18, this does not define you, right? However this comes out, this doesn't define you, and you can still do incredible with your life after this, but you need to find a way to make peace with yourself. Clearly your family is already wanting you to be with them and part of them, so you're always going to have a family, right? And you and your sister are close. Sounds like your dad, and you guys went through a hardship I could never imagine with your mom. So we're going to see what we can do. We're trying to let them know as much as possible too. Okay. I'm probably not going to show them the video because I don't want them. It's pretty graphic. You lived through it. I'm not going to show them. But is there anything you want me to tell them? I'll certainly do that. I can't let you talk to them face to face right now. You'll have that ability later. But do you want me to express something to them?
Just I'm sorry for lashing out.
Okay. All right. I can do that. And I don't know him. Is there something you want me to tell his family? I don't know if they've made contact with his family yet or not. Is there anything you want me to tell them? And you certainly don't have to right now. All right. Do you have any questions for us?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me find out what's going on. Essentially, they're trying to work through the process, and it's either going to be, I don't know, is RGC even open?
No, I think it'd be go straight up score. Is that what you're talking about? The process?
Yeah, score versus.
Right, because they have to be booked in and then transferred over.
So, have you ever been, Jeff?
No, sir.
Okay. So, I think what they're going to have you do is be booked into SCORE. So, SCORE is in Des Moines. It's a regional jail that we do both. Multiple cities own it. Misdemeanors and felony holds. And so, obviously, yours is going to be a felony. I don't know where they're charging you at. It's at least assault 1. Mm-hmm. But you're going to go there first. And then you'll get sent up to Seattle King County Jail probably today, today being Saturday?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Saturday, yeah. And then, so Monday, you'll see a judge on Monday. Okay. And to be honest, I'll tell your family, I don't know what they do with visitations and how that works. I don't think you can make a call to your family from SCORE. I don't know if they have that, but I know they do at King County. they'll have accesses to do that. And then there's a visitation. I don't know what that schedule is. So I'll tell your family just to check with the website so they can at least have a conversation with you and you guys can meet. Okay, however that is, I don't know how they do that. Okay, let me go check and see what's going on with the rest of your family.
Hey, one last question. Anybody else have any, in your household, anybody else have anything to do with this? Did your dad tell you to do this?
No.
Did your stepmom tell you to go take care of this guy?
No.
All right. The first time that you had contact with him is when you came back in from outside.
Yeah.
All right.
So let me ask you, Julian, is everything you told us true and correct to the best of your ability?
Yeah, except for the start.
That's
How it
fair.
happened.
Okay. And was there any threats or promises made to you in order to talk with us today? Okay. So let's take a break here in a second. It's 2:10. Let me go find out what's going on. They were in the process of getting some paperwork started in a transport. Let me see where they're going. Where they're at on
Do you
that.
pay rent or anything like that at your house? Your dad?
No.
Okay. Your dad owns that house, pays rent on it?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't want some of these, man?
Yeah, I'm okay.
It is, yeah, 2:10.
Julian. Oh. Trying to throw stuff at you. Let me wipe that up real quick. Hey, I want to ask you a little bit about, you talked about this lie that your sister was coming up with. You had talked about, and I think we started talking about it before Doug came back in, but there was a car there when you got home at like, what time did you get home from the football game? Or excuse me, basketball game?
8:45.
About 8:45?
Yeah.
And there was a car there? Did you recognize that car?
Never seen it before.
Do you know what kind of car it was?
Eclipse, I think.
Okay.
Red Eclipse.
Red? Like a newer car? Did it look nice or was it?
It was dark, so I couldn't really see if it was like nice or not. But
Mhm.
I swear I remember seeing Eclipse, and then it was just red.
Okay. And just so anybody listening to this, when you talk about 8:45, we're talking about at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And do you know who owns that car?
I have no idea. I've never seen it at my house.
Okay. Where was it parked at?
In front of the house.
Like on the street?
Yeah.
Along the curb?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, when you went into your house, did you try to figure out who it was that was driving that car?
Because before I had left, I got out of the shower and I heard my sister coming through the garage. It sounded like it was a friend of hers, a girl. So
Okay.
I just assumed that it was her car.
Oh, before you left?
Yeah.
Okay, so was the car there before you left to go to the ballgame?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in the shower, you hear your sister coming in with a friend, another female.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear any other voices? Was there anybody else with them, you think?
I didn't.
Okay, so you just hear your sister's voice and another female's voice.
Yeah.
They're talking. So you get out of the shower and you go to the ball game. What time did you leave to go to the ball game?
I left late because my friend was taking forever. It was probably like 6:15.
Okay.
I left my house.
And when you left, that same red Eclipse was out there? Okay. And then, so you get home, the Eclipse was still there, parked in the same spot?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Did you see anybody? Was her friend there? This other female? Did you see her? This other female ever?
I didn't see him. Like, even when I went out the front door, no one was upstairs.
Okay.
At least upstairs were you in the common area? Not,
Yeah.
All right. And then you said, I think you said briefly that you saw that vehicle leave, or you noticed that it was gone at some.
I noticed it was gone when I had got up, or when I had came down. I think it was. Yeah, when I had came down, I was looking outside and I had noticed that the car wasn't there anymore.
When was that though? What time?
I think that was. It was. I can't remember if it was 5 or 9 when I saw the car. Like when I had looked out the window to see if like anyone was leaving. Yeah, it was 5 because I had banged on the wall. Went upstairs, checked out, got a drink, went back downstairs and looked out the window, and the red eclipse wasn't there.
Okay. But you didn't see actually who came in the red eclipse. You just remember your sister's voice and another female's voice.
And what time did you get back from the game?
8:45 because we didn't finish the fourth quarter.
So 8:45 at night, the car's still there. 4:30, the car is not there. Okay.
And between 8:45 when you got home, when you're playing the game, because you're up till what, 11:30? Is that what you said?
Around there.
Did you hear any voices at that time? Hear anything?
Did the plugins?
Yeah, the plugins. All right.
I have Astros too. I can't hear a thing.
Now you talked about your sister making up this lie. What was this lie that she was making up that you were trying to call her on?
She just said, she just kept repeating I wasn't doing anything, that was my coworker's friend, and I wasn't even speaking to her, I just kept looking at my dad. It's like, I'm not lying, like, I heard the noises, I'm not crazy. Like,
the sex noises?
What would be her reason to be dishonest to us? I mean, after all of this, it seems so minor.
No, that's what I was telling her too in front of my dad, like, you're really gonna lie for this kid over me, like your brother that's been through hell and back with you?
Nah. Would she be worried? Is she going to get kicked out if she's found out with another guy? Does she get loss of money from dad?
No.
Is she just worried about respect? I mean, to lie so boldly, why would she continue? I mean, what is it for her?
I have no idea. That's what I was asking her too. Like, where you're gonna lie over family. Like, and now that it took this far, you're still gonna lie. Like, you see me get cuffed, put in the car and everything, you're still gonna lie. Like,
what's a benefit? Can you think of any benefit for her not to be honest?
No, like not seeing. Like, there's already a guy there when there shouldn't be. So I don't know why. Like, that's all I could see is not trying to get in more trouble, saying like they were having sex again. It's the third time now that your brother's heard this type thing.
Third time? There's only 2.
Yeah, so that would be third.
Oh, third event as far as person.
Yeah.
Not third time that night. I'm sorry. Okay. Thanks for correcting me.
And then while you guys were having this conversation inside, was she throwing any names out or anything like that on who this character is?
No.
All right. No question I had. I was just trying to figure out exactly what you just said. I'm trying to figure out if there would be a reason for her to make something up. All right, man.
Was it 220?
Yeah,
220.
220. Yeah. Hey, our partner here has some
So
phones.
your mom, or
That's on.
your dad, can you read my handwriting?
Yeah.
So that's your dad's phone number, and that's your grandma's phone number, Gina. Because obviously we have your phone, and since that's not going with you, you can't use your phone in the jail. When you do get there, at least those are 2 things. Now you have the new phone X.
Yeah.
Is that face recognition only? Is that what the X does?
Yeah.
And then what happens if you don't have your face? Like it's too dark and you can't see it. Is there a passcode, like a phrase? How does that work? Is that numbers or is that a drawing?
Numbers.
Numbers? Okay. What we would like to do is get that so we don't have to do your phone thing. Just kind of confirm things that you're saying. Okay. What's your password?
635
635
403
403. What is that? 635
402
402.
My school number.
Your
School number?
Yeah, like It used to be my number to get like lunch and stuff when
Yeah.
I was in like elementary.
Easy to remember, huh?
Really? So when you went to lunch, you just give your student ID number?
Type in your number on a little pad and then walk up to the thing and grab whatever one you want, like whatever type of food.
Oh, so just 635-402 and then it unlocks.
Yeah.
So have you had any issues with it working with your face?
Mm-mm.
So what if you're wearing glasses?
You probably would have to do the face recognition thing with your glasses on,
Oh,
most likely.
how dark has it gotten that it still worked?
So you can have a pitch black room, you just gotta have your brightness up and then it'll fully...
It'll still work.
Yeah.
Because it illuminates from the light that's on the screen. So I
Have you ever had it not work?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So is there going to be anything on your phone that is going to be problematic for this, that's going to conflict with what you told us?
No.
Let me ask you, did you delete anything from that phone after the incident?
No.
Did you get on the... Did you tell your does your mom or dad or sister know your password?
No.
So the only one that would have been in it would have been you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, because what happens is when they look at the phone, everything's kind of time-stamped, right? It's just a computer, just tiny. After the incident, they're not going to see anything being deleted, because even though you delete, it goes into what's called a reverse cache on the back. And that cache will kind of still have everything that got deleted.
Yeah.
Is
So
it?
there's gonna be a video of me basically recording him saying like just what I was saying like this is what happens, don't ever come back and stuff like that.
That there's going to be a video of that?
Mhm.
Okay, talk to me through that. How did that happen? Because that's new.
Because when I was standing there, I was basically taking a video. So when I went inside, I could like show my sister, so she'd go out and help him, and then I tried to delete it.
Oh, when you're after you hit him,
Yeah.
and he's on the ground, him. I did see at one point you're leaning. It looked like you were doing something. Is that what you were doing?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't you were doing SOS. You were doing video.
Mm-hmm.
And what were you telling him on that video?
Just like this is what happens when you come and disrespect my household. Some other things I can't remember what I said.
Okay. And then you tried to delete that video.
Yeah.
How did you try to delete it?
Went to my gallery and just deleted it.
Okay. So that will be in the deleted cache. Any text messages that you deleted
No.
that we're going to find in that cache? Any photos that we're going to delete?
No.
Did you show that to your sister?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She just said I should call the cops. Obviously it's hurting while she was running down the stairs to help him.
Okay.
How come you didn't bring that up before?
Just wrong.
Well, I'm going to ask you again then, because it seems redundant, but it seems like we need to. Is there anything else I'm going to find out later that you haven't fully told us?
Yeah, like I said, how it started. Me, like the bat, sitting the bat there and stuff, that didn't happen. I came out the garage, went over to the fence, like you know, I said I was standing right there. Yeah, so I went over to the fence, seen him come out, and then I was on the other side. So I was on the next neighbor's yard, trying to peek through the fence to see, and he was coming down, and then he came out, and I was behind him, and that's when I had hit him.
Okay. So he didn't even know you were there.
Because I was like, what's good? Why are you coming down the side of the house, whatever? And he kind of mumbled and was just looking at me, and that's when I hit him.
So, where were you?
Right here.
You can use the pen if you want to. Here. Oh, yeah.
Right here.
That's you?
Yeah.
Do you want to just put me so I don't get confused? I'll get confused. All right. That's you on this side of the fence.
Yeah. And then I came right here, and then he came right here, and then we were right here, and then I kind of moved. I kept walking, so he was coming right here, coming out, and I was like, who the fuck are you? And stuff, and he stopped, and then I kept walking, and then as he came out, he was walking, and I was kind of right here, not walking, but like standing there, like saying like, who are you? Like, why the fuck are you at my house and shit? Why are you messing with my sister and stuff? And then he just kept just like nodding, he was kind of turned, like I said, and we were just looking at each other, and then I had hit him at that point, and then that's when he fell, hit him in the leg, hit him again, and then when I was standing there, I took him the video, went inside, and then...
So, just so I can hear this, right? Is this gate closed, this door gate? And you're over here, and
so I walk over
hidden
here.
From where he could see you as he walks out.
No, because he was coming down right here,
right.
And then I had walked, so he had to have seen me walk in front of it, and then I went right here.
Well, but let's be honest, you moved in a spot that is a blind spot to him.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
and you guys didn't have any conversation prior to you walking past here?
No.
Okay.
Besides me saying, like, who the fuck is this? Like, why are you in my house and stuff? And then I went right here, and then, like, I seen him, and I stopped right here, and I was like, the fuck? I must just go back to the front, went back to the front, and then that's when he was right here.
This is only like 8 feet? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not that big. So he walks out. Is the gate closed or open?
Open, but he doesn't walk out, so
he doesn't walk out.
So he's coming down, I'm walking past, we see each other, he opens it, and then I come back around because he's opening it. I'm trying to catch him as he opens the door.
Were you thinking he was going to jump or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So he opens it. Now he's not going to jump, so you know he's not going to jump. He starts walking towards the Uber.
Stands there. So he opens it, and I'm walking back as he opens it. So he opens, as soon as he fully opens it, I'm right squared in front of him.
Okay.
Who the fuck are you? Why are you at
and
my
how
house?
you holding the bat?
Yeah.
If that's the bat, how you holding it?
With my left hand like this.
Okay.
And I was like, who are you? Why the fuck are you at my house? He starts approaching me, and I kind of go like this, and he's keep walking, and while he's walking, he stops, and that's when he was like, are you sure you want to get into this little bro? And then I just whacked him, and that's when he fell.
Well, if we're being more honest, did you hit him with the left or the right? Because he's walking away at this point.
So I'm like this, walk over, right here, he comes out, I come out like this. Who the fuck are you? Sidestepping. I know he has to get that way. Sidestepping.
And the bat's like that?
This and right here. And then when me and him turned like right about here, like he was kind of like, I was literally squared up like this. You sure you want to do this, little bro? And I just went like that. And then when he got on the ground, had the bat, hit him in the leg with both hands like this. Hit him again in the head.
So why lie to us?
I knew I was wrong the whole time, which doesn't make any sense because that just is another wrong, correct?
Well, wrong is wrong, and it is what it is. But why lie to us? Let's say this guy lives, right? Let's hope that he lives, right? He's going to have a conversation about what he remembers.
Yeah.
So, is that what he's going to remember? Is as he's walking out, you're coming around from his left to his right in front of him? Because he's not trying to hurt you. He's just trying to get to his Uber, right? Because for all intents and purposes, what I'm hearing you say is you're going to smack him one way or the other. This was not a maybe, this was not a could have, this was a I was going to do the beat down today.
If he didn't stop and tell me if I was sure I wanted to do this, then nothing would happen. If he kept walking, I would just do the same thing I did all the last few times. Sit there and make sure he leaves, run up, yap my dad's ear off.
But why hit him?
Because I don't know what he's going to do after he tells me, are you sure you want to do this?
But you're going off on him.
Yeah.
Right? You're yelling.
I'm asking him.
Yeah, asking him like that. You're going off on him.
I'm asking him why he's at my house.
And how's your tone? How's your tone with him?
We're like this. There's no yelling. We're looking right at each other. Why are you at my house?
So you're calm.
Not just like this. Not this isn't calm, but this is how I was talking. Yeah.
And with that.
Yeah. So he knows that
he's going to get whacked.
No, that he knows that he's wrong.
But he has no weapons.
Yeah.
He's not that much bigger than you.
Yeah.
Right? Let's be honest. He's really not that much bigger than you.
You'll see when you see him. He's bigger than me.
Okay, a couple
It's
inches,
not different. Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
2-3 inches. It's not like he looks like the Incredible Hulk and his muscles are out to here. And
It doesn't change the situation either way of his size or.
to be honest, it sounds like you're going to hit him in the melon one way. This guy was going to get hit
Seeing
one
your
way or
side,
the other.
Yeah, I could see.
I mean,
you saying that. Yeah.
Because you said, as he's saying, you should want to do this. Because he's probably thinking, what the hell? You got this bat. Are you sure you
so
want to do
He's
this?
thinking that, right? So he stops and gets whacked in the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's thinking, yeah.
'Cause he
If
doesn't
he's
try and
gonna
hit
me,
you.
so I'm going to stop and
He's
look at him
thinking-
and let him hit me.
Wow, he's
Yeah,
thinking.
that's what you're saying, though, because
Yeah.
he's sitting here thinking that.
You reacted. You responded faster than he could react. I mean, you hit him so hard, so fast that he couldn't even react. He couldn't put his hand out.
Because you were there and you know that he couldn't react and that I hit him so fast, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah. Because that's what you just said, though. So you don't
Well, that's
know.
what I'm trying to understand. You said his hands are in his pocket when he's falling down.
But
We're
you
looking
said,
at the
but you
video.
said that I hit him without him having no reaction, so you knew, right?
I'm
But
asking
now you
you.
don't know. But
Were
now
you
you're
mad?
asking me. I'm confused. Like,
I'm asking
which
you.
side?
Was he even able to put his hand up to deflect
I
it?
don't know. How am I supposed to know if he's?
Because you
able
said his
to do
hands are in his
something?
pockets when he goes down.
Mm-hmm. Then I said his hands were in his pockets when he was walking out. I never said his hands were in his pockets when he goes down.
But obviously, I mean, in your opinion,
Yeah.
okay. And I think you talked about this before, but he didn't know you were going to hit him with a bat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was kind of like. I mean,
Yeah. Just because I had it doesn't mean he knew. Yeah.
And this whole situation, from the time that you were behind the fence to when you were videotaping,
Yeah.
how much time do you think even passed? I mean, it was pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Did you take that videotape for like some kind of, and don't bullshit me here,
Mhm.
okay? Did you take that as like a trophy type of thing?
No, sir.
Okay. You took it to show your sister what you'd done?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you just go get her and bring her out?
Because I didn't want to go back outside to what I had done, to what I knew that I was going to have to take consequences for.
Uh-huh. Well, and I'm just going to ask you one last time. Do you think that last time you hit him?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just trying to understand it. Okay. So I can tell you were getting a little upset because people want to kind of understand where you're coming from. But when you struck him that second time, and then the third time, especially when you hit him in the head, the third strike in the head. I mean, that's not a light little hit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like we talked about it before, it was violent.
Mhm.
Okay. The reason you did that was because it was like, fuck, I'm already this far, I might as well hit him again. Excuse my language, but I mean, why? I just don't understand why you would hit him again.
Yeah,
especially in the head as hard as you did.
No, I don't understand either, and it's something I'm gonna have to live with forever.
Uh-huh. But you understand I could kill a guy.
Yeah, and I understand that I could have killed him simply with the one hit.
Okay. I mean, and again, this isn't like, I'm not trying to belittle anybody.
Yeah.
I maybe throw an example at you, but even when we're playing baseball,
Yeah.
that's why catchers have helmets. When you're swinging that bat, and it's a lot of force coming through there, correct?
Definitely.
So there's no doubt in my mind that you knew that could have hurt him and killed him.
Definitely. I wasn't thinking it like that because then I probably wouldn't have done it and made the bad choice that I did. But I knew, definitely knew.
Right. And then at what point in time did you try to delete the video? When was it?
When I was sitting there waiting to be talked to about the cops.
Okay. And the reason that you tried to delete it again, or you did delete it?
Mm-hmm. The reason what?
The reason why you did delete it?
Yeah, I knew that that's just another wrong. Like, why would you record? No matter what my reason is, it's going to just look like no matter what that I was trying to get, like you said, like a trophy from my action.
Right. There's people out there that do that all the time, though. You know that. There's people on YouTube, and they think it's the Fight Club or whatever it's called. I can't remember the exact term for it, but they videotape this stuff, and they seem to get pleasure from people getting hurt. So, all right. And nothing else. Everything. I mean, right now, everything you're telling us is the truth. There's nothing else there. Let me ask you about the hoodie thing, though, okay? I think you said you had a bad hair day, but this is the deal. If I was in your predicament, I don't think I'd be worried about my hair, okay? Because obviously you had other things going through your mind, all right? Did you have the hoodie up because you were trying to hide a little bit?
No, I honestly didn't. Like seriously didn't. I literally took the hoodie off because I was
on.
Oh, you're saying on?
Yeah, when you're outside and your hoodie portion was up.
No, there's nothing to hide from. I mean, the kid's going to be laying on my front.
I get it. I'm talking about beforehand because you knew he was coming out the back.
Yeah.
Did you hear the back slider opening?
No.
Okay, you just knew that that's the direction he would probably come.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the Uber was there.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. So, but there's time to hide when you went around by your neighbor's yard right
There was no hiding. I was just trying to see where he was.
Okay. So it wasn't putting up the hoodie and crouching around the side, waiting for him to come out and whacking him.
No.
That didn't happen that way.
No.
All right. What was getting you upset just a little bit ago? Because I saw your demeanor; it would just change, and you were getting pissed.
Not really pissed. I was just like repeating the same thing, like especially when me knowing I'm wrong.
Okay. All right. This is I get it. Everybody makes mistakes. This is just a huge mistake. Okay. It is. We made bad choices. I'm not gonna preach it. I met your dad.
Yeah.
All right. I just try to make sense of things. All right. All right. I think what they're trying to do is just locate a car to be able to take you up the score. All right. So, if we have any other questions, you cool with us coming up and them talking to you? Okay. I'm not sure that's going to happen. This may be the last time you talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to talk to your sister. I want to talk to your dad. I want to talk to your stepmom. See if there's any differences here.
Mm-hmm.
And if something really weird pops up, I may need to run up to their score or up to. On the weekends, they usually go to Seattle, the King County Jail in Seattle. So, and then what happens is during the week,
Mm-hmm.
then they transfer you back over to Kent, the RJC. It's usually what happens.
Yeah.
But either way, we may end up coming and talking to you. Is there anything else that do you think your sister will say to us that might be fictitious?
No.
All right, just the situation with this coworker issue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And were the other guys that she was with, were they coworkers as well?
I honestly have no clue.
You don't have a clue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let me go see where these guys are at. What's the code? What's the code of your phone again?
635-403.
Okay. Now is that you just pushing those numbers?
Yeah.
It's just those numbers. You don't do any kind of.
No.
There's no design on it like that. Okay. Thanks, bud.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing both. Okay. Does that make sense? All right. Sorry for that. Trying to figure out. Do they have a bag with you?
Huh?
Do they have a bag with you? No. All right. So what we'll do is we'll put this in your pocket, and we'll tell the officer it's in your pocket so he knows. and then you can, when you get to the jail, they'll take it off your person, all that stuff, but you can ask them later, because everything goes with you.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get this.
Take a water or anything like that before you start heading up there?
Yeah.
Want some of those M&Ms or anything?
No, thank you.
You good?
Thank you.
Awesome.